What's up, guys? It's Cooper Webb, and you're listening to the MotoXpod.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Aaron Plessinger, and you guys are listening to the MotoXpod.
Welcome back to the MotoXpod. We are live from East Texas. Just got back a few days ago from the wonderful city of Nashville. We had a lot of fun, or at least I did. We'll talk to the co-host here in a minute, see what he has to say. Really excited for episode 393, featuring my favorite all-time rider, the king of Supercross, the king of hammers, the coolest dude ever to walk across the pits, Devin Simonson. No, joking. Jeremy McGrath. Also, Club MX Yamaha's Devin Simonson will join us after getting his very first podium of his career. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. Before we really get rolling with this episode, let's introduce our co-host tonight. Who do we have in studio? Ever reliable, working the cameras, rolled with me all the way to Nashville and back, drove all through the night to get home. Scotty Thompson. What's up, Scott?
What's happening, man? Just as always. I can't be like the one and only. I just always just the as always. I just show up.
Would you rather you like me to mix it up? I can mix it up. Wait till next week.
All right.
Wait till next
week.
Stay
tuned in. Stay tuned.
I won't be here next week.
Hey, when have I missed a show?
No, I was just joking.
Yeah.
I mean, just like it'd be a coincidence.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
We're going to come up with something new,
Yeah,
and then you won't be here.
Yeah, I'm probably just jinxed myself.
It'd be like never reliable.
Yeah, oh, God.
Well, speaking of reliable, sitting in the other co-host chair tonight, it's T. Oh, no, he's not here. Oh, he's not here either. Yep, it's empty, man.
It's just my water cooler.
Yep, it's empty. It's just me and Scotty tonight. Working 393, brought to you, as always, by Yamaha Motor USA. And you know, guys, at Yamaha Motor USA, they don't just build motorcycles. They engineer legends, from championship podiums to off-road trails. The YZ platform has defined dirt bike excellence for generations, whether it's the dominance, I think I just said whether it's the dominance of the YZ450F, the YZ250F, which has been dominating 250 Supercross, or the beloved YZ250 two-stroke. Every YZ is built for riders who push harder, ride faster, and demand the best. So unleash victory and ride Yamaha. Tonight, the Yamaha Motor USA opening chat. We're going to talk about our trip to Nashville. Before I do that, quick housekeeping stuff. As always, Kellen Brower and the MX Simulator Pro Supercross is happening at 6:30 Pacific on Start Your Systems YouTube. Don't forget to go over there, check it out. I'll have some of it playing in the background in just a little bit. Let me find that read real quick. Don't miss MX Simulator Pro Supercross Live on Start Your Systems tonight at 6:30 Pacific. Watch top players in the game go head-to-head as Braden Carter, Seth Carr, and more take on defending champion Colby Eaglin. Live racing, real battles, and intense championship competition. Tune in to Start Your Systems on YouTube to watch. It's really exciting. It looks so damn realistic for a game, because I'm not a gamer, so when I see that, I'm like, good Lord, it's come a long way since Excite Bike.
Yeah, I haven't played it in probably 10 years. Yeah. I used to play, and it definitely, like, when you're playing it, even though it already does look pretty, like, realistic, it feels even more like... I would get locked in, and I'm like moving my head, yeah, like while you're playing.
I do that with like Mad Skills. I move the phone.
Yeah, no, dude. I used to.
So I get it. Yeah,
yeah. It's addicting too, man. Sure. I used to put way too many hours in it, and I still sucked at it. Like it's. Like, don't take it. Don't. Yeah. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna pick up this game. It's not. Yeah,
that's what you guys
it's
said.
Not playing like playing Tetris. It's
really the last thing I played like that was
MX
Unleashed.
Hours.
And same thing. Way too many hours.
Well, I mean, that was my childhood. That's from when I was like...
I was a young adult.
When I was like a teenager, we had that, and like it did just hours and hours and hours and hours.
I remember telling my mom came by one day. I was like, this is the most realistic like game ever, you know. And then she sat there, and there was like this big crash, and the guy just gets back up. She's like, yeah, real realistic.
Yeah, just jumping over monster trucks and stuff.
Right,
realistic.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Okay, so yeah, don't forget, start your systems, 6:30 Pacific. Also, I want to remind you guys about our MotoXpod YouTube channel. I just put up, over the weekend, obviously, we did press day interviews. We did post-race stuff. Had a lot, I think, had 10 or 11 riders for our post-race that were really good. And then I put up a new edition of Let's Hear It, which the question for all the riders was, what would you like your legacy to be once you're done racing? A lot of good stuff there. So if you haven't checked it out, please subscribe, like our YouTube channel, like and subscribe for the show tonight. It's all the same, whatever YouTube channel. Let's see. I'm trying to think about stuff I want to get to in just the first few minutes. I really don't know if we should get into Nashville too much because we got McGrath coming up pretty quick.
10 minutes.
Yeah. I do want to remind everybody or tell a little story. So Pulpit last week, I called in. We're giving the handlebars away from our Charlie Cobb, who won. He was going to give them away to somebody that bought a couple Pulpit Mex Gives Back tickets for the Lawrence compound. We did that contest. We got a winner this Monday night on Pulpit Mex. Marks gave me the guy's email, and I was like, all right, I'll reach out to him. He goes, yeah, he's in Australia. And I went, shit.
Of course.
Shit. And then like a few minutes later, he sent, the text said, what did it say? Or he said it, then it said like a state. I don't even remember what state it was now. It's all the same. Kansas City or whatever. It's all the same. And I thought he meant he's in Australia, but yeah, like sarcastically, it's the same as shipping to Kansas City. What he actually meant was I was messing with you. He's actually in the States. I didn't take it that way. So I called Paul Parabinas yesterday. I was like, is this going to be a problem to go to Australia? He's like, yeah, dude, it's going to cost more to ship the bars than the bars cost.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's a problem. And I'm like, okay, I'll handle it. I'll figure it out. And then I called Marks back. He goes, dude, I was messing with you. Reread the text.
Gotcha.
He got me, man. I was fired up. I had Paul P. fired up. It's a good story. I just thought that was kind of a funny story. And Mark's like, I can't wait till next Monday night to tell this story on Pulp. I'm gonna get ahead of it, tell it on my own show.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't matter. It's still getting told.
Hopefully he forgets. Okay, yeah, we got 5-10 minutes. So Nashville, man, we drove up together, drove back through the night. Give me a couple highlights outside of racing. Like, what were some of the things that you'd never been to Nashville before? So we stopped at Loretta's on the way up. You'd never been there. Like, yeah, give me some highlights.
Yeah. Apparently I just had to stop at Loretta's on the way up there.
You kept taking it that way because I kept telling people, like, Sky's never been there, and I stopped. Yes, it was my choice to stop. I was trying to do something nice, bro.
It was cool. I appreciate it.
You always get your feelings hurt. You whine in here.
Whoa.
No. Because I'm too mean to you, so I did something nice.
Nobody went up to you like, well, we would have been here sooner, but Scotty.
Oh, I did.
Scotty had to go to see Loretta's. Well, yeah, we just had to go see Loretta's because that's all my point was.
I was still being nice.
I do appreciate you taking me to Loretta's. That was cool. I'd never seen it. It was cool to get some perspective on that. Definitely doesn't look the same,
right?
As it does when it's all done up on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. Good to see that. Highlights of the trip: going out to the Broadway, what they call where all the bars are on Thursday night.
Yep.
That was a cool experience.
Bosses on Broadway.
Man, like, I don't know if I've ever truly experienced where it's just that many live bands. I mean, you can't go 5 feet without a live band. And it was funny because on the way up there, you were like, just get ready to hear
Sweet Child
of the Mind like 5 times. And then within the first 2 minutes of walking down Broadway, one song was finishing it, and then we walked another like 30 feet, and another band was starting it.
Yeah.
And it was
they definitely have
what's funny is we didn't hear the rest of the night.
No, we didn't. You're right about that. But there are definitely all those groups, whatever you want, the musicians basically take requests. And you pay. That's how they get paid. I don't think they get paid. They don't get paid as far as
I'm sure they have a little bit of a house band.
I don't think so. I've been told it's all tips.
Well, I mean, a couple bands we saw made $400 in about freaking 3 songs. So
people like request probably through phone or whatever. But I'm sure there's an app, and you just say, "Hey, I want to hear the song. Here's $100."
I don't necessarily think it's enough to be my grow your ass off, bring the heat, but it is mind blowing to like if I get it, like, and you're in there, you're living up, you're in Nashville, Broadway, you've got money, you're burning it, you've already spent $15 on each drink, having a good time, whatever. Like paying for a song, but like if I'm paying for a song, especially $100 because I have to hear it, I'm gonna like challenge them or like get something like a little obscure, not something that I'm gonna hear anyways. Yeah. But it's like, hey man, here's $100. Can you play Back in Black? like Like, really, bro?
One of them did say if we can play, if we know it. But like, yeah, I would probably go something deep, like give me some Faith No More, or something
something
like,
that something that they know, like that they know, but not like something that you know. Like, I promise they're gonna play Crazy Train, bro. Like they're going to, they're gonna play Freebird or something. Like they're gonna play those. Like somebody's gonna do it.
Give me some ZZ Top Blue Jean Blues.
Yes, just something like that. They would have known. They would have known that.
Maybe.
Some of them would.
They're kind of, a lot of those were young. The older guys, yeah.
That
one group we went and saw with that guitar player, this guitar player that you thought was really good, and that, they had the really cool tone.
Yeah,
the older guy was with the stand-up bass. I bet those guys would know Blue Jean.
Dude,
Blues.
he was playing the stand-up bass behind his back.
Yeah,
yeah, that was cool. That guy had the coolest. He had like an old school guitar, and he had the coolest sound.
Yeah,
and definitely. But that whole thing was cool. The experience of just going to a new city and seeing a race outside of. I've seen races in Houston. I've seen races in Arlington. So going and seeing one at a new stadium, it was a little bit like shortened because it was a day race, so it wasn't like a normal routine.
Yeah.
But man, I had a blast. I appreciate you taking me. We had a good time. We had good banter. We ate Waffle House twice. It's a good weekend.
I mean, yeah, 3 times would have been better, but
I got to eat Bojangles. Never had that before. Yes. Got to eat Checkers. Never had that before. Got to eat Cheesecake Factory with Lou. That we'd never had Cheesecake Factory before. So that was cool.
Just all kinds of experiences,
just new,
man.
He's just
what a date you
just
had.
Cultured, man. Yeah, I don't know about calling it a date, but
you got taken out of town, 3 new restaurants,
yeah, man.
City, music. I mean, I don't know. That sounds like a pretty damn good date.
Yeah, what are you trying to do, man?
Yeah, easy. Anything? We'll hit a couple highlights of the racing in between guests or after Devin Simonson or something. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Well, we ran in on Thursday night when we did go out. We ran into like Jay Martin and Jeremy McGrath and a couple other people.
Jeremy Martin was very chatty.
Yeah, he was doing a fine job. He was having a good time.
He's like, he talked about Cullen Park was in there at the same bar.
Yeah, we met him too.
He was like, when did he get hurt? It was Birmingham. He goes, man, I don't miss that. He said, I got up this morning, or what did he say? Ran a
34-minute 10K.
10K, 34 minutes.
Which is insane.
And now I'm at the bar drinking. Like,
yeah.
He's like, I don't miss that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, he's having a good time.
Yeah, we saw McGrath, right? That's always cool to see some McGrath in the wild. So, yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun. Hanging out in the press box with our friend Lou and Steve Mathis. I'm trying to think if there was like just anything. We went down to the whole shot King Challenge.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see a lot. We kind of got there a little too late. It was we
got there 45 minutes early, but that was too late.
Well, that was too late to get a spot.
Yeah.
And they claim 90,000
especially
people.
When there's 90,000 people there.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. But so we didn't get to see a lot of it, which is okay. I think a lot of people enjoyed it. I'm working on getting Jeremy on right now. I think, okay, so I believe we have the first guest of the night on. He's going to be brought to you tonight by Racetech. For over 40 years, Racetech has been supplying the motorcycle industry with high-quality suspension components made right here in the USA. From modern to vintage, Racetech is your go-to source for suspension performance. Visit racetech.com. More than likely, your local service tech is at the track that you're riding at. Get to know them. Tonight, Racetech brings us, man, in my opinion, he is the greatest of all time. Somebody else has that moniker, but he is the greatest of all time. He's the king of Supercross, king of hammers, 7-time Supercross champion, Jeremy McGrath, the coolest dude ever to walk the pits. What's up, Jeremy?
Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. We're excited to get the show going. We're going to talk a little bit about Nashville in a little while, and we're going to have some fun tonight, man. It's always fun talking about racing.
Heck yeah, right on. I love it. The racing's been really good lately to watch, and a lot of fun stuff going around. So, yeah, should be good. Great talk.
Yeah. We're going to talk to you a little bit about what this 2026 season, but I really want to just start off with the main reason you were in Nashville was the Whole Shot Kings round 2, the Whole Shot Kings challenge on Broadway, dude. That, I don't know what it took to pull that off, but it was something to see.
Yeah, I mean, actually, it was just, pretty mind-blowing from my side, too. I mean, this little idea we had last year, and we've kind of ran it a few little things just for fun, but I've kind of invested some more into it. And then this year we decided to try to take it up a notch, and Monster's really backing it. So Whole Shot King and Monster kind of partnering up on this thing, and the Nashville event was just it blew everyone out of the water. I mean, way more than we ever imagined.
Mm-hmm.
And just big shout out to Monster, because it cannot be. I mean, like, little old me could not call up Nashville and go, "Hey, you think we get a permit to get on Broadway Street with all this dirt?"
Yeah.
So the logistics team, Scarlett, Antonio, like all the guys and gals at Monster really just knocked it out of the park for Nashville. So aside from the logistics part of it, yeah, I mean, what a show. We had probably more than 50,000 people there. I felt like we had more people at the Holshot Kings than we did at the race. So exciting for us. Not sure how we get bigger than that, but yeah, it was a home run.
Yeah, going in, I was like, "There's no way they're going to actually do it on Broadway." Like, I thought maybe down there by the river I think maybe there'd be some spot that was kind of open. And when Scotty and I got there and walking around, they hadn't started setting up yet, right? We saw you at one of the places, and we walked up the hill to Nudies where it was in front of, and they were starting to set barricades up. We're like, I'll be damned. I guess they are doing it right here. Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I was getting all kinds of videos from, like, when they started setting up the barricades and laying down the first truckloads of dirt, probably like at 12:30 at night, getting ready for Friday's show. And I mean, we had the permit for Broadway for 24 hours. So basically we started at 2 a.m, 12:31, maybe they let us start dumping some dirt. But anyway, we had it until about 1 the next morning. And it is pretty much a miracle how all that stuff came in and out of there in 24 hours. But as far as a turnout, I feel like, the community supported us well. Mm-hmm. Even people that didn't know dirt bikes down. I mean, it's pretty easy to understand a moto drag race. So
right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we couldn't go wrong there, and we just kind of had to keep it going and keep the entertainment flowing and not too much downtime. So yeah, I think we achieved our goals. It's safe to say that.
Did your correspondents at Monster, the people that were involved in setting it up, did they feel like it went better than expected? It got what they wanted out of it? It felt worth it, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I think so. Everyone was really, really stoked about it. Yeah, I think everyone thought it was a home run. I mean, Monster is such a huge partner in our sport. They do so much. They're the title sponsor of Supercross Series. They do so much for the sport. It's not often that you can kind of come up with an event like this that they really don't already own the crowd, right?
Yeah.
So I think in a way we surpassed everyone's goals because we basically got to a new market. I mean, I would just say, okay, if there's 50,000 people there was probably 10 or 15 of them that was, were already Supercross fans. But we probably captured another 10 or 20 or 30,000 people that were like, what? There's dirt bikes on Broadway?
Right. So
I think that, not knowing that going into it, that was kind of what would happen and what would be talked about as one of our main draws after the event happened was pretty amazing. So to be able to capture a market that they didn't already have, I think it's pretty awesome.
I agree. Yeah, because when it happened at Daytona, right, it's all Supercross fans for the most part that know the sport a little bit. And then, this one, I'm sure there was people up in the bars going, what the hell are we watching? And then, this is kind of cool. And then, wait till tomorrow night, when if you go to the stadium and see them racing in the...
Yeah, it's perfect.
So, that was a cool... And just talk about or discuss the other competitors you had, all the legends from Chad Reed. What I thought was cool is you got Stanton, your former teammate, right?
Yep.
Damon Bradshaw, a guy that you raced the first part of your career against and had a few run-ins with here and there. Emig, your biggest rivalry probably ever. And then the guy that won it was Ricky Carmichael, who kind of came in and really just took over what your dominance and then became the guy. And obviously Ivan Tedesco, but those few guys were just such a big part of your career span.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm sitting there looking at the invite list and I'm like about to call these guys and go, all right, let me see if I can get these guys involved.
Yeah.
Bradshaw's been, super receptive. So has Jeff Stanton, and both those guys I look up to so much. Jeff is just was a hell of a teammate for me and a very, very cool mentor when I was young and didn't know a lot about the workload that you needed to put in to be a champion. And Jeff really helped me tap into that with me. And Bradshaw, I looked up to Bradshaw so much before I ever raced against him. And yeah, we had some run-ins, but it was mostly because he was such a hothead. But
Yeah.
I was such a fan. I'm still such a fan. Every time I see just Damon Bradshaw, the name is just so cool. So, and then, yeah, Jeff and I are, of course, making the Moto 90s doc right now. We've been seeing each other a lot, doing a lot of meetings, a lot of stuff. And he's an obvious choice, right? Because we want to have guys that are era correct and putting together some rivalries, which is what we get with Bradshaw and Stanton. We get that with me and Emig. We got Ryan Dungey out there, who is a Nashville local now, which is pretty awesome. Carlos brought over the factory KTM, and shoot, it might even have been Plessinger's bike. I'm not sure, but
it was.
That's pretty cool. So Dungey was in. We got Tedesco, former champion, and then of course, Ricky Carmichael and Chad Reed, who battled all through the early 2000s and all that stuff. And yeah, it was pretty fitting. I was pretty stoked to be in the finals with Carmichael. I still haven't won one yet, which is kind of irritating, but it's kind of irritating. But I'm also working. I'm doing the show. I'm doing all the stuff. I'm there at 5 a.m. And so anyways, I felt like I survived the melee and did pretty well and came out with a top 2. I was stoked for Ricky. That's cool.
It really was.
Well, the word on the street was that Carmichael was just grinding starts for like the last 2 weeks because he didn't like how he did in Daytona. So of course he's got to come in and just take it serious, right?
Yeah. Well, if you guys remember, we had him at Motocross of Nations too.
Okay.
And he got smoked there too. So he definitely was not taking it very serious. So it's amazing what a little practice will do for you, right?
Yeah. And then on the live broadcast Saturday, he had his trophy there, and James was in there. And Lee Diffie said, "James, are we gonna, is this gonna motivate you to get out there?" James said, "I might have to." What can you imagine if the next one, James, it's the first time we see James back on a bike?
Oh, people will lose their mind.
Holy crap! It'll break the internet.
Well, I can tell you guys this: I've been trying to get a hold of James, texting him, calling him. That sucker won't even call me back. So if Ricky's the guy to get him on board, then so be it. But we hope that we see James out there. It's so easy, so fun, lots of laughs, and of course, there's hardly any risk. So it'd be a perfect thing for James to come out and ride with us.
Well, congratulations on a event well done. I heard a lot of positive feedback, so that's just badass, Jeremy. Really, really a cool thing. Let's talk a little bit about 2026. There are a lot of really cool storylines. We were talking a few weeks ago. The top 4 guys in 450. No matter if any one of those guys wins, it's an amazing story. Whether Hunter wins it, his first win, Ken Roczen could get his first championship. If Chase or if Cooper Webb went back to back, the storylines are just incredible. What stands out to you the most about this season so far?
Well, there's 2 things, and I hate to say this, but the thing that stands out the most is the collapse of Eli Tomac here in the second half.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, Eli Tomac, I'm such a fan. He is an amazing rider, and we've seen incredible things out of that guy. And this year, the first 5, 6, 7 weekends where I'm like, wow, look at this guy. He's come back with a vengeance, right? And gosh, to have the last 3 or 4 weeks just be so catastrophic, it's like, wow. I still don't get it. And I know that Lee and Ricky and all the guys talk about it on the broadcast. They're like, something's going on. What's going on? Nothing's being reported. And it's painfully obvious something's going on, right? Mm-hmm. You can't just go from winning 1 week to just 6th and 5th and 12th. And you're like, what in the hell is going on? So that part is just such a bummer and so strange to me. So it feels weird. But the next part that I love so much is this late resurgence from Ken Roczen. He's always had that brilliant speed, amazing on the bike. He's just like an artist, man. He's just so fun to watch. And those first few laps, there's just no one better in the sport than him. And he's really found some momentum recently. This weekend was looked like a little squirrely. The track looked a little dry, a little slick. Ken's bike didn't look like it was working as good as the past few weeks. I mean, that ride he had 2 weeks ago in those ruts, I mean, looked like he was on a different track than everybody else. That was amazing. This week comes along and you get the same thing from Hunter, right? So Hunter looks so smooth, excellent, like throttle control. Kenny looked a little bit out of sorts. didn't look as smooth as we usually see him. So yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate for Kenny because this past weekend puts him now 10 points down.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, I think that's
10
right.
points down.
Mhm.
And there's 4 races left or something like that. So it's going to be a hard pull, but he's going to have to keep on the gas.
Just win all 3, right?
Yeah.
Or win 3 of them.
Let me go back to Eli for just a minute. And obviously none of us know exactly what's going on. Do you have a guess? Like if you were to say, I think it's mental, I think it's the bike, is there anything that you would lean to more than another?
This is just me speculating. I haven't heard anything. Obviously you guys are as close to the sport as I am. My speculation is that he had a practice crash, and the Tomacs are very secretive anyway. They don't really talk a lot. He's not a guy that's going to come out here and say my leg hurts when, he's just not like that. He's a man's man. He's like not going to come out here and tell everyone what's going on and make excuses. The guy don't make excuses. He's tough as nails. And, his style, you cannot, think anything bad of the way he does stuff. He does it right. But my own personal view is that he crashed along the lines, maybe at his track, maybe somewhere, maybe hit his head. I mean, I know they were trying to say that he hurt his knee or something like that, but it doesn't look like that's the case.
Right.
So I don't know. I really don't know. And then, last week I thought, okay, maybe it's over, right? He qualified number 1. I don't know. So
it's weird.
It's just speculation. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Well, I would lean more towards agreeing with you that something happened, a practice crash during the week, but then he went to California and tested 2 weeks ago. Like, would he go test if he's hurt? It seems like they would have canceled that. So nothing adds up, Jeremy. Honestly, when you kind of go, oh, well, it's the bike. Well, how did the bike get so bad all of a sudden?
Yeah.
He went away from the scoop.
He won the week before.
Yeah, exactly. So like nothing makes logical sense.
As soon as you think you have it figured out, because I was on the same path as you guys were, and then this weekend when he was fastest in qualifier, fastest in the heat race, he looked the fastest out of everybody. He was ripping, the most aggressive, and you're like, okay, well, he's back. He got everything figured out, and then wasn't good in the main. So it's like, well, is that an injury or is that something?
So weird.
So throws everything off.
Well, one thing we do know about Eli is that when you've seen him in those modes where he just doesn't feel like being out there.
Mm-hmm.
And he just doesn't ride well because he doesn't feel like it. Maybe that's what happened in the final. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I'm as blown away as you guys are. I have no clue.
I think the track did go away a little bit more. I mean, it wasn't great ever throughout the day, but it got worse. He got a bad start, and then maybe he just couldn't. He wasn't comfortable. We know that he won't push when he isn't comfortable, so maybe it just fell apart in the main. I don't know, Jeremy. I want something to happen to tighten it all up before the finals. I want Cooper back in this thing. That's all I know. It's probably not going to happen, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's Hunter's pretty smooth. He's looking pretty good if he can just kind of keep it together for the last few races here. But let's say Eli pops back and has a good race.
Yep.
And then Hunter gets a third, and then Kenny gets a second, or Hunter gets a fourth because Cooper Webb pops in there somewhere.
I like it.
I think that if something like that happens, then we will get a little bit tighter on the points. But at this point, it looks like it's starting after this past weekend's results. It looks like it's starting to separate itself a bit. So
I agree.
From here, I'm guessing from here it's Hunter's championship to lose. So there's a lot of weight. There's a lot of weight that goes with that, though. He's never done it before. He's trying to get to the end of this series, and these last tracks are going to have to sort rocks in really well to get this thing changed up, I think.
Well, so I was going to ask you. I was going to put you on the spot, just as an opinion, who wins the title. So would you lean mostly to Hunter? I'm going Kenny. I've got a feeling Kenny's going to get this thing done. Who would you lean to?
Well, my heart's with Kenny. Yeah. I think they've both shown to be about as consistent as each other. I don't think there's one that's more or less than the other. Let's see, I'm just trying to think. What are the venues that are left? This weekend's a Triple Crown.
Yeah, so we go Cleveland, Denver, Salt Lake City. I feel like Philly. So Cleveland, Philly, Denver, Salt Lake City.
Okay, so I'm going to say Cleveland's going to be probably pretty soft. Should be pretty good for Ken.
It's supposed to rain, so it might be a mutter.
Okay, Philly will be soft. We know that, I'm sure, or rain or whatever. I don't know. Is that indoor or outdoor? I'm not sure.
It's outdoor.
Yeah, open.
Okay, so that could rain too.
Yes.
Kenny's good in the rain. Hunter's good in the rain. Denver's going to be pretty hard packed, I'm sure, because that's at the indoor track now, right? Yeah,
No, it's open.
It'll still be
it's
dry,
open,
though.
but
I think it'll be dry.
yeah, they're always pretty dry and
Yeah,
hard
so
packed.
the
there
rest are
anyway.
open air. No more closed domes.
Yep. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess for us as fans, it sure would be pretty sweet to have it come down to the final race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
What you got, Scott?
I was going to say, what'd you think of your fellow Monster teammates, Justin Hill's ride this weekend?
Oh,
Man, you know what? If he had a few more laps in the tank, he would have got second.
Yeah.
The way I saw it. I mean, he was flying at least third. I think, was he in second for a long, long time, right? Or
Yeah, he
third
was.
for a
Yeah, he
long
was in
time?
third for both. Yeah,
Yeah.
both.
Yeah. And then it seemed like the last 4 or 5 laps, it kind of fell off pretty quickly. But, yeah, I mean, he rode amazing. That was awesome. Good to see. He was doing that rhythm section that nobody else was doing, really.
quad,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he was the only one doing that, maybe.
He was. Yeah.
What I was also going to say is I thought you were starting to say something about Sexton. Now,
Mhm.
Sexton, when you saw Tomac and Sexton both floundering in the back, you're like, okay. And then they pretty much stayed together, but Sexton really came alive and worked himself all the way up to 4th, right?
Yeah.
So
Plus 13, past 13 guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a pretty impressive ride, I think. So Eli should be looking at that going, shit, man, how did I not be able to hang with him
Exactly.
catching up, you know?
Well, now that you mentioned it, it's kind of ironic because all day Eli Tomac looked great and Sexton looked like he was struggling a little bit, and then somewhere in that main, Tomac couldn't figure it out, and Sexton just took off. It was like they switched the transfer of power or something.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, I did notice that because the very first few laps of the main, it looked like Eli and Chase were like 12th and 13th. I was like, what? And they weren't passing anyone. They were just kind of riding around there. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and Cooper came from the back too. He passed 10 guys, I think, to get to the podium.
Yeah. He was nowhere near those top 2 guys for sure. But
no, that's true.
He wasn't on their speed, and he inherited that second for sure. But I think when Roxon got up that final time when he crashed on whoever that was, he connected with somebody. But I think when he got up, his bars were all twisted. So the last 3 or 4 laps, he couldn't really catch up.
Yeah. I got one more moto one for you and a couple listener questions before we let you go. But tonight, Jeremy McGrath brought to you by Race Tech. I want to talk as a Kawasaki ambassador. Last year, you were pretty outspoken about how you felt about Jorge Prado's kind of giving up on the team, it felt like. Are you impressed at all with how he's turned things around, or is it kind of like, well, you could have done that for us? How do you feel about last year compared to this year with Jorge?
Hey, look, the way I see things it's pretty easy to be the right guy when you're doing well, and he is doing well. So I must say that he is doing well, and it's quite a turnaround and pretty surprising, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
He still fades and drops anchor bad in the finals. So I don't see like some big future for Supercross for him. I just don't. But motocross, he might snap out of it. We'll see. I just don't think he rides Supercross right yet. If you watch him versus the other riders, he's really fast, gets great starts, can do one lap, but he rides a lot of insides, like a lot of stop and go. He doesn't carve the corners. He's still using these weird, like kind of European style lines, which is amazing. He's going as fast as he is, kind of, I think, with these lines. But he's still, look, for his second season over here, and last season you can kind of chalk that up to nothing. But this I would consider maybe his first real serious effort at it. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Do I think he let the team down last year? I was pretty outspoken about that, and I still believe the same thing. I don't think you kind of ever let your team down that bad, even if it sucks. You just kind of got to keep trying. But whatever, seems like he's getting it figured out. He gets great starts. He's leading some laps. He's able to see the pace of some of these guys for at least a couple minutes. Yeah, I don't really. That's about all I see from it. I don't see any great results coming from it yet. He's had a couple heat races that he's done fairly well, but those finals, man, they're long and they're tough, and it's pretty hard to stay up there the whole time, and we haven't seen that yet. So
right, yeah, I agree. Okay, let's do I'm gonna ask you about King of Hammers, and then I'm gonna do the 2 listener questions. So yeah, this last year, 2025, you and your teammate won the Pro Stock NA UTV King of Hammers. How was that, man? That's pretty cool. They're like side by sides, basically big badass side by sides. Kawasaki.
Yeah.
How was that out there? What is that? Johnson Valley? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's out in Johnson Valley, and it blows your mind when you go out there and you see these sections that you got to try to make it through. I would kind of look at it like trials riding for a motorcycle, but it's for these UTVs, and the stuff that you can go through on these things is amazing. And that Kawasaki KRX is just a rock climbing billy goat. So, we've been able to win that thing back to back now, 2 years in a row.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the year before. Yeah. Okay.
We did 2 years in a row. And I mean, I just go there now, and every time I drive there and I race again, I'm still blown away. I'm like, how the heck did we get through that stuff? And this year we won by 2 hours. We smoked everyone in our class bad. I got ninth overall, I think, which was pretty badass out of like 130 UTVs, and we started 51st.
Jeez.
So we really had a good run, and there's a few sections on the racetrack in the course that one section in particular, I tipped it over and we had to winch out, and I had to flip it back up straight and get through these rock sections. So considering we had a few little things go wrong, it wasn't a perfectly clean drive. I think we can still do better. That's the greatest part about that UTV King of the Hammers race. It's just so gnarly. And, even when you think you're doing good, there's still some improvement you can make.
Yeah.
So that's been fun. Yeah, it's been fun. It gives me something to do in the month of, it's the end of January. So it's right around Phoenix Supercross time and all that stuff. So it's cool. Yeah, I work on my own cars with my buddies and don't really have a mechanic. My nephew Jaron is my co-driver. And I don't know, it's our little mission to try to get through this thing. When everyone else spends a whole bunch of money on it, we try to do it with more smart. And just more our own energy and just so we feel a little more accomplished when we get it done, which is pretty cool. Kawasaki obviously supports me pretty well in that, with parts in the car and stuff like that. But I do work on my own stuff, and we prep the car and test it and go pre-run it, and then we race it. So it's been fun.
It looks so fun. And didn't one of your daughters do some racing like that, or was she still involved?
Yeah. My older daughter Rowan, who's in college she's in Fort Worth. She raced King of the Hammers, the desert race. So they have a desert section race too, a couple days before the rock race, which is the one I'm racing. And I think it was a year ago, she was winning the race. I was co-driving with her, and we had an engine malfunction. So we DNF'd. We had about 1 mile to go, and she was set to win the thing, and we missed it. So I think this next year I'll have to build another car for her and let her try it again. We'll see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was just during this interview, Jeremy, I was just thinking it's kind of crazy how far the sport's coming. Like, we came from on my Instagram the other day, a video came up and it was from '95. I can't remember which stadium it was, but they wouldn't even. We're going around the football field. They wouldn't let y'all build the track on the football field.
The Coliseum, I think.
No, it was a different one. It wasn't the Coliseum.
Denver. I think it was Denver.
It was Denver. And I saw that the other day, and then now we're talking to you here, and you guys are dumping dirt on Broadway, and we're on live on NBC on the middle of the day, and
it's come a long
we've
way.
got we're getting all kinds of shout outs from celebrities and stuff. Everybody's showing up. It's just crazy how as far as sports come, and for you to be a part of it still is just awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's been fun, I would like to see the riders engage a little more in some of the off track stuff, the PR and all the stuff like it kind of was back in the 90s a little bit. But, there's obviously, the new way is podcasts and new news sites and stuff like that. And there's not too many like late night shows you can get on anymore, like back in the day. But it is neat to see the resurgence of Supercross. We have some good personalities in there. I think Hayden Deegan coming along is just going to be really good for the sport. As wild as he is, it's going to be fun to watch. And, he's bringing a lot of popularity with him. And, I think the sport it seems pretty healthy at the moment, right? And it's not, I think it's got a nice group of kids that are coming up. And, it should be in some healthy hands for a while here.
All right, 2 listener questions, and we'll let you go, Jeremy. This is from K. Ryan Davidson on Instagram. Who is today's Showtime? Not just on the track, but off. So when I read that, Jeremy, I was like, there's nobody that is cool. Like I've told you many times, tell everybody, like, you're just the nicest, coolest dude. You've been the same guy since you were your whole life, really. From, I did an interview with your mom. She's like, you've never changed.
Yeah.
But so there's guys that are like, maybe have cool style. They're dominant like you were, but they're not as cool.
Yeah. One guy might have one thing, but another guy have another,
so,
but not everything together.
Do you see anybody that has the whole package?
No, I don't. I just don't. I mean, I really wish I could say yes. I mean, I'm not as like outlandish and not as sort of cocky as Hayden Deegan.
Right.
His riding definitely backs up whatever he's saying, which is not usually the case, right? So you can't really fault the guy too much because whatever he says usually happens. And that's pretty amazing. The fall from grace is fast when you start having bad results and you keep talking like that. But as of now, it seems to be working pretty good for him. I don't know. There's just, I know that Ken Roxon sure loves the sport, and he sure, seems to take a lot of the weight on it. Seems like he's a pretty amazing guy too. I wish there was a few guys that had a bit more charisma.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really, I don't know. I guess it's really hard to be that crazy, focused, dominant athlete and also be sort of that outgoing personality that's just willing to talk and willing to take the sport on their shoulders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You just don't really see that. You don't see that in a lot of sports, really.
No. Everybody's kind of.
And I think I'm one of the lucky ones to be able to still work in this industry, and that's probably why, because of my personality and things like that. So I'm grateful for that. I'm anxiously awaiting the next showtime, whoever that is, and I don't know. I don't know if it can be. It can't be Jet Lawrence. It just can't. I don't know.
Well, I don't think. On a personal level, he's kind of keeps to himself. He's not, I don't know. I hear he's a nice guy, and I guess back in the day we didn't hear from you all the time, and so maybe he is that guy. Maybe he is really friendly with everybody else, and maybe he's probably the closest thing, I guess.
Yeah, he's an incredible rider.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of the attributes that would make make that kind of package. But I guess we're still kind of waiting to see it. He's got to make some more races.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Jeremy, I don't know if we're going to have the days of showtime on a butt patch in the C class at Loretta's.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think, I don't know. That was kind of an anomaly. I don't think that'll happen again.
You called it, though, man. You talk about Deegan backing it up and calling with shots. You called it from then, man, and you did it. So.
If I qualify this year, I'm going to run Showtime. Yep. If I qualify, I'm running Showtime.
Dude, you need to do it.
Yeah. Show side?
Yeah. I'll line up next to Mathis and pull up with Showtime.
Oh, God. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Dude.
Yeah. Hopefully Steve qualifies too. But all right, last question. This is from Aston139. How cool was it to have your own PlayStation game series?
Oh man, when we were all young, we used to play Excite Bike. You guys remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
That was just Excite Bike was so it was so fun, but it was so beginner style, right? When you could learn to bounce on the nose and start blasting the whole lap just at super speed. To go from that into Jeremy McGrath Supercross 98 and then Supercross 2000, it was pretty incredible. By then I was done gaming, right? I didn't have enough time. I was trying to be an athlete. I had other things on my mind. So, it didn't really, kind of phase me like it did. Like I'm still way more impressed with the Excite Bike, but it was pretty neat, to be considered for a game like that. Everyone kind of wanted to be like when the new modern games came out, everyone wanted to be like Tony Hawk, right? Tony Hawk Skate. That was such a huge success. And, I don't know. Again, I think I was a pioneer in a lot of things in our sport, and so proud and lucky to be involved in that stuff, and just had so much fun just trying to find new ways to get more eyeballs on our sport and on me. And, I remember back in the days that having a publicist, and, she was so responsible for getting me on, the late night shows and all these crazy at night programs and Entertainment Tonight and the Long Beach Celebrity Grand Prix and let's see, Hot Wheels and Tyco RC games. I mean, there was just so many things that were going on, and of course we had 1-800-COLLECT back then too. So, it's just. I think we all just were lucky to grow up in that era, and I was just lucky enough to be the guy at that time to be the sort of the face of it. You know what they always say about the video game stuff, though?
What's that?
The first guy that always has a video game never makes the money. It's the second guy.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay.
And Carmichael was on that game after I was.
Uh-huh.
So I think I'm not hating on him for it, but I'm sure he did a little bit better than me on the video games.
Well,
the video game series.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think you did okay though, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna ask how long did you get it? Did you still get royalties from that? Like how long did it last for?
Well, the first one, the '98 game, went for a couple years, and then the Supercross 2000 went again. But if you remember right, that was a claim. I was on like a company called Acclaim.
Yep.
And then Supercross did their own game with someone else. What was it called? THQ or
THQ.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yep. THQ.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So again, I pioneered the business. Went and got the business. Went and did it. Acclaim jumped on board. Supercross then turned their heads away from Acclaim, and they went and did a deal with THQ. And then Jeremy's left out in the cold. So, it's just kind of the way it is when you're the pioneer stuff. There's always a better way to do it. It seems after the first guy's done it. So, I mean, it did good. I'm not complaining. It was some extra money in the pocket,
sure,
and more PR, and that's kind of what I was going for, and that allowed me to get sponsors like Bud Light and big giant sponsors like 1-800-COLLECT and stuff like that. Mazda.
I had your remote control bike too.
Oh,
the little RC
the
bike.
Tyco one, yeah.
You know what I always wanted and I still want is the GT bicycle, the Jeremy
GT
bicycle.
Yeah.
Man, that thing was
cool.
Yeah. All right, Jeremy.
That's a good one.
Yeah. We kept you long enough, man. We took enough of your time, but it's always a pleasure. It's always an honor, and you'll always be my favorite rider, man. I'm not supposed to be. Well, you're not racing anymore, so it doesn't matter. I can be
fanboy. You can fanboy.
I can still fanboy out, man. You're the king, dude, and you earned it. And just as always, thanks for being so kind.
Well, I appreciate you guys, and thanks for just including me.
Yep.
And I love catching up every now and again. So you guys, as I've always said, just feel free to. When you got some stuff to talk about, let's do it. So I enjoy being on the show and look forward to the next one for sure. Thanks, you,
Jeremy. All right. You have a great night.
All right, you guys. Enjoy. See ya.
It doesn't need to be said.
No.
But that's the great Jeremy McGrath.
What's cool is that we've had him on the show and got to talk to him a few times, but we actually met him this weekend in Nashville, and I got to,
You met him.
Well, okay, whatever.
I thought you were saying.
Well, we saw that. I actually met him this weekend. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You've already known him, talked to him.
Yeah.
That was why I was able to meet him. Yes, you get the credit. Good job. Good job.
I thought you were saying that we had both met.
No. I know that. I know that you're cool, man. I know that you're inside.
Shut up. Are we gonna pick on each other? Is that what we're about to do?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll just see. I don't know, man.
Right.
We already stole the. Apparently, we already stole the. Our Bring the Heat is just a complete ripoff, so we might as well bring the.
I don't know what you're
man.
talking about.
You don't know what you're talking. Yeah.
Ripoff from what?
Exactly. What other shows? It was a completely original idea. I thought.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me either.
It's a great idea. Let's do X Brand comments. You ready for that?
Yeah, man. With X Brand, you always can see clear and ride fearless. With EKS brand goggles, vision is your advantage. It's engineered for clarity, comfort, and durability. EKS goggles keep your focus sharp through roost, rain, and ruts. Trusted by champions, built for every rider. Crystal clear optics, all-day comfort with zero distractions. Ride EKS because every second counts. Gear up at EKSbrand.com.
Absolutely. Good read, Scotty. Good read. This one is...
Thanks, man.
You laughed like I didn't...
No, I mean, serious. I said thanks, man.
Okay. This is from Darren Young, who was the winner on Pulp Monday of the Renthal.
From Australia?
Yes, from Australia. He says, Dark. My man, thank you so much. This is awesome. He gives me a list of the parts he wants in his Kansas. That's where he's from. By the way, I was a wrestler and a high school wrestling coach. tool got me through so many tough practices. Rock on, Dark. Rock and roll never dies. I also got my PhD about a year ago and wrote my dissertation on vet motocross riders who return to the sport after a serious injury. The gnarliest dudes on earth. Dirt bike riders never die. So first things first, Darren, that's badass. Second thing, dude, if you should send us that, and like I'd love to put that up on MotoXpod.com if you're up for it.
I mean, if it was good enough for a university, it's good enough for the MotoXpod.com.
I mean, since Scotty won't write anything, we need somebody to write something.
Yeah.
He goes on to say, keep doing your thing, Jamie. Let me know if there's anything else you need from me. That's for the handlebars, obviously. And just so you know, Darren, I will reach out to Paul tomorrow, get your information to him, get you taken care of. But yeah, if you want to forward us that, if you still have it, I'd put that thing up. I think that sounds like a really cool feature to have. So let me know. Justin Provencal. So on the Eli subject, with everything that's going on lately, seems like the championship Kawi days with the stress and pressure getting to him. Let's remove the elephant in the room. I am sure that Eli, knowing Jet was out with injury, absolutely knew that this was his last shot to get a championship. Then, once the bad races started, say in Birmingham, etc., that the stress and pressure is taking over, similar to the Kawasaki days. Thoughts?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
But
I don't think he really even feels
what time did what time did the main event start? About 3:45, 4 o'clock.
The mains. I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's just say
it was the night show. You mean?
Yes. Let's just say it was like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I think it's 4.
Okay. So we'll just say for the sake of this, we'll just say 4 o'clock. From when practice started at like 8 something till at 4 o'clock, I was like, all right, Tomac's back. He's back. Like we're good. Like as soon as he came out in practice, I was like, like when you're watching in the press box, everything can kind of, or from the track or anything. When you're watching at the stadium, you can easily blur in and everything kind of like just starts getting to a lull and you have to like look for things to stand out. He clearly stood out. Like it was very obvious. Like he caught my eye and I pretty much watched him most of the practice sessions. I had to pull myself away from watching him to watch other things because of how well he looked and how aggressive he was. And I was like, holy crap, like if he rides like this, nobody's beating that. And then he did it again in the heat race. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, everything we've talked about is null and void. And then he doesn't get a good start, and then he doesn't move through the pack, and he hasn't tip over, and then he ends up 12th. And it's just like, I don't know. So I don't know if that really answers anything with this guy's question, but I
don't know. He asked if we thought it was stress and pressure, and I would say no, Justin,
no.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He's been doing this a long time, man. I just don't think. Yeah, maybe we're wrong.
Maybe it's something mental.
Maybe all
the
issues we've seen over the days and the what was the nickname for him? It wasn't Elito. What would they call him when he would make the mistakes? Like
I can't remember. I know what you're talking about though.
Maybe those days. Maybe that was stress and pressure. Maybe that's how he reacted.
I think that was more of the, and I think James. I think Stu did this too. Is I think that was more of, I don't want to just win. I want to dominate.
Yeah.
And like,
you remember how long it would take him to get going sometimes to get up and like maybe he was having these stress things that he just couldn't function, but
I don't know.
He doesn't come across as a guy that seems like he's all stressed out. So obviously we don't know him that well. I mean, we could be wrong.
He did get a little triggered this weekend on Twitter, so.
Yeah, I don't know if we might talk about that.
Okay.
We'll see how much time we have. I don't believe, Justin, that it's stress or pressure. I don't know what it is, but I don't think that's what it is.
I'm not going to say Justin's wrong.
Yeah.
Because it may turn out.
I don't believe it's wrong. The case.
Yeah, it may turn out that it was, but I have a tough time believing that mentally Tomac is phased.
Right. I agree. We got 2 more, and then we'll get Devin Simonson on. This comes from our guy, Phil Smeltzer.
Phil, as always, just ever reliable.
This says, Swap Moto taught me take a few gulps of pickle juice before you ride and no arm pump. Mm-hmm. It's titled arm pump. Holy shit, it works. Second option, Hermosi handlebar mounts. Works great if you're 5 to 10 and taller. They do raise bars by 0.5 inches. Anyway, he's giving, because I think I mentioned arm pump because I haven't been riding that much. So, Phil, just to be honest, I would rather have arm pump than drink pickle juice.
Yeah.
I'll get through it.
Another thing you can do, and I actually saw Anthony Rodriguez doing it this weekend, was banana and peanut butter. Banana with a scoop of peanut butter on top.
I don't like peanut butter either, but I'd go, peanut or banana. Sorry. Jeez. I don't like banana, but I would go banana before pickle juice.
Yeah, I don't like pickle juice either.
Yeah. And banana and peanut, I could probably
like if you put banana and peanut butter in your protein shake, mix it up with that.
Yeah.
Like made like a smoothie kind of thing. I think you might be surprised. The potassium and the protein from the
Amber's
peanuts.
told me that a long time, and she says pickle juice all the time. Like,
people do pickle juice for recovery and electrolytes
Right.
and all that stuff. I
You know
can't
what?
stand pickles.
She's told me that for cramps, not arm pump, because I've been getting leg cramps. Like in the middle of the night, I'd just be like, all of a sudden,
pickle juice.
And she's like, pickle juice.
They
I'm
make
like,
they make it in like a pill form. You can get
really?
you can get like an electrolyte. I mean, it's the electrolytes.
Probably doesn't work as good.
So you can get like an electrolyte powder, but
Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. It was cramps. Not
I
arm
would
pump.
guarantee you that somewhere out there on Amazon there's a pickle juice powder capsule. There's got to be.
Does it work as good as actual pickle juice?
I mean, it would be the same thing.
Would it? For sure?
I mean,
what if it's just pickle juice flavored powder?
Yeah, maybe. I don't
For
know.
people that love pickle juice.
Yeah, I don't know. But if it's a capsule, you swallow it, you never taste it. So it's not foretaste.
You said powder.
A powdered capsule.
Yeah, okay.
A powdered capsule
All right,
that
I'm
goes
with
into your system.
All right. Yep. So Phil, that's I think I'd just rather suffer for now.
I knew I was. As soon as you started reading that, I was like, Phil, no shot. He's drinking pickle juice.
All right. I haven't read this. Oh yeah. Oh, this is from Shane Bagley. Carnow, this is before Nashville. He sent this in. Carnow is back to racing in Nashville. Would love to hear how his rehab went and how racing Nashville was. Love the Ohio boys. Not a bad suggestion, Shane. We haven't had Carnow on in a while.
Yeah, now that he's back, probably a good idea.
Yep. I can reach out and work on that. Do you have any thoughts? I want to go real quick before I get Devin on. Actually, while you're answering this, I'll get Devin on. But the question that we got from K. Ryan Davidson about the current showtime, does anybody stand out to you? Because, like, when you talk about, all right, to be McGrath, to be showtime, right? Dominant. I'll say you don't necessarily have to be a champion, but dominant. One of the guys is winning.
Mm-hmm.
Great personality, gets along with everybody. Kenny is close because his personality is great. He's not dominant. Jet's dominant.
Yeah.
His personality is pretty damn good when you talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden's dominant. I don't know. Like okay, I would say his personality is on the par with a Showtime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love Jalik's attitude, his personality, but he's not winning.
There's
like, if you're thinking of a couple guys that could be Showtime, who stands out to you?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny that you say that because he was so prolific and dominant and the king of Supercross, the fact that you mentioned that a lot of these guys have those characteristics shows where the role models were from. The fact that a lot of those guys show those characteristics, I mean, they didn't just get it from themselves, they got it from somewhere. I mean,
some of that's just parenting too.
Well, I mean, but he definitely made that style of person that he is, of rider that he is. I mean, it was prevalent in the Supercross sport. So I think a lot of people have followed those footsteps. I would say that the closest thing, I guess Jet would be closest, maybe Hayden, but the way Jet kind of takes the will to live out of the rest of the competitors, like McGrath did, like where he just gets a whole shot and goes.
Yeah.
That's the closest thing I can say. That's just like how Jeremy used to do.
Right.
But as far as like being the encompassing it all, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody has. Yeah.
We'll ask our next guest here after we do this read. Our next guest the other night is brought to you by Guts Racing, where you can elevate your ride with Guts Racing seat covers. Trusted by top pros and everyday riders alike. Designed for maximum traction and durability, Guts seat covers keep you locked in when the track gets rough and the stakes get high. Built to last, made to win. Ride with Guts. GutsRacing.com. Tonight, Guts Racing brings us from the Club MX Yamaha team, our buddy, Devin Simonson. What's up, Devin?
What's up, boys? How's it going?
It's going good, man. We just got off the phone with the King. Are you too young to appreciate the King?
I'm afraid so, probably, yeah.
Damn it, Devin.
I mean, like, you know who he is, though, right? Like,
oh, no, I mean, of course, yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah.
No, I know who he is, but, yeah, no, it wasn't, obviously, when I got into racing, he was far out of it, I think, by then. So
I got you. So I told Scotty, I don't think I told this on air, but I had Devin in their first time slot, and I had Jeremy in the second time slot, and then Jeremy texted me yesterday. He's like, "Hey, can we start at 4:30 Pacific, which is exactly when we start the show?" I was like, "Well, I could come in 10 minutes in and get you on, but I got to bump Devin." Devin, sorry, dude. It's the king, man.
Yeah. No, all good. No worries. I understand. I get it.
So, Devin, dude, first things first, man. Congratulations on your best season so far, but more than importantly, first career podium, dude.
Yeah. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Honestly, still doesn't even like really feel real to me. It's truly kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have much words other than unreal, like crazy.
Yeah, I think the only bummer is that it came because Hamaker got docked and you didn't get to go on the podium and do all that. Like, we got to do this again.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's my goal. I mean, I don't see a reason why I can't do it again. So, yeah, looking forward to doing it again and getting the full experience of it.
Did you have?
I was just going to say that nobody got on the podium technically because of the delay
right.
that everybody did. They just did it on the track. So
that is true.
You didn't miss out. You're good. You got to do the press conference.
And I still even got to do an interview for for crossing and fourth or whatever, like a TV interview. But yeah, just other than getting the podium picture and spraying the champagne and stuff, whatever. But
yeah, I do think more are coming. It's honestly, you might be the most improved rider in a I mean, I think your teammate Cody Schock would have been that guy like in the last couple years, but your trajectory might be even greater considering where you were back at PRMX in what was that, 21 when we talked, 23 maybe when I went to the dealer signing with you guys and geez.
Yeah, that I think was my rookie year, maybe.
Yeah, it might have been. Because you were
21,
Futures in 20,
yeah.
so yeah, rookie in 21.
Yeah, and then I was with them until 23 pretty much. And then, went to Gizmo on the 450 and then club for the past 2 years.
It would have been 21 then. Yeah, I think your trajectory from a guy that was really unknown, not getting great results, to maybe even struggling to make mains at times, to a guy that's a podium contender, dude. And it can't just be Club MX. Like, those guys are great. They did a lot for you, but you have obviously worked your ass off.
Yeah. I mean, yes and no. Like, I do give it a lot of credit to the club guys, like just pulling the best version of myself out. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say in the past, like I felt like I've always had the ability and just on the dirt bike, like I know how to ride a dirt bike, you know what I mean? But the fitness side of things and then just putting it all together was kind of where I was struggling. And yeah, I mean, ever since I moved to club, like it's been nothing but gains all around in my entire program. And even the confidence, like I do owe a big part of it to Brandon. Like he believed in me really before I even believed in myself. Like since I got there, he was telling me, dude, like you can do this. Like you just need to pretty much lock in. Like, what are you doing? So I do give a big shout to him for, instilling that belief in myself. And I think it's just the beginning of something big.
Yeah, I do too. And I want to commend you on giving them so much credit then. Cause I do think they deserve some credit, but you gave them, it sounds like a majority of it. And I commend that, man, because they are a great group of guys. And I'm really glad that team is there. So yeah, go ahead, Scotty.
No, just talk about the experience, and then being able to go back to club this Sunday and Monday. First guy to get a podium for the team this year. Chest had been pretty high. You got a lot of shoes to fill now.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, it was great. Obviously, a lot of good jobs and hugs, and we all were stoked, I think. So, but dude, for me, like, again, not that I didn't get the satisfaction of my first podium, but like I still want more. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like kind of right back to work. Like Sunday morning, got home and back on the grind Monday and Tuesday and then today as well. So yeah, same thing, business as usual, I feel like. So yeah.
So this year they brought in Chad Reed as, I forget his official title, and then Daniel too. Daniel Blair came in with the amateur team, but he's out there. Talk about what you're learning from those guys, because I guess maybe you might even be too damn young to remember Chad Reed's career, but the lessons and the knowledge that he has cannot be discounted.
Yeah, no, for sure. Chad's helped a ton, like on and off the bike, and even bike setup wise. Like Chad's very, very smart. Obviously, as I think pretty much everyone knows. So as far as all that goes, helped a ton, and even like having him on the track and with us every day, and even at the races, like, dude, you're doing everything you need to do. Like, just clean up here or clean this up, and like. It's another person that's been at the highest level instilling that confidence in you, right? Like when I pull off the track and he's like, dude, good, you're riding great. Like keep doing what you're doing, like that type of thing. I think is big for myself. And yeah, that's been super beneficial for me.
Is there anything specific that Chad has kind of told you, hey, you, Devin, need to work on this or change this, or like anything that stands out that he's really kind of saw in you that he's helped change?
Yeah, it's kind of changed. Like it's changed from preseason to now, you know? For me, like I was kind of just saying, like I've never been at this level before. So like there was a lot of question marks in the back of my mind, but before coming into the season, like, am I doing enough? Am I riding good enough? Like, am I, like speed wise and just everything. So having him there, then telling me like I was saying, like, dude, you're doing everything you need to be doing. Just keep digging, like you're riding great. Just believe. And then now it's kind of like focused into like, you are one of those guys, like, again, kind of still believing in yourself. And like, the more I've ran up front, I've gotten better at this, but there's been, a couple of weeks where we were really focusing on like just focusing on myself while in the battle with those guys, because the first couple of times I was up front this season, I kind of was freaking out and making a lot of silly mistakes. But a lot of that I feel like had came from not ever being in that position before. So yeah, just things like that has been a huge help.
This weekend in particular, you're battling for your best finish of the year. It's a day race, a little bit different feel to it. The day's shorter, earlier, that kind of thing. The track's hard, dry pack, slick, and you're having to push to the limit. What did you kind of learn about yourself? What did you learn about the bike? How did it feel in that different scenario than your typical main?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, it didn't. Obviously, we started way earlier than normal. Our main events were, I would say, pretty much at the hottest time of the day. So, I mean, I felt like I was able to charge the whole moto. My fitness was good, so that's cool. I did struggle with bike setup in a way. Like, just I've never really been super good on that hard pack, like kind of blue groove, I guess, concrete, whatever you want to call it, right? Just with feeling, like I never felt like I knew, like, I guess traction wise or anything like that. Like I couldn't push it super hard into turns. Yeah, just certain things like that I did feel like I struggled with. But other than that, I mean, I felt like, yeah, overall it was a solid day. And I did, I don't know, I think that was one of my worst qualifyings of the year, minus Indy. It's kind of crazy because going back to Indy, I qualified 17th, got my best ever finish, and then was crushing qualifying. And then this weekend, not that it wasn't good, but I think I was like 11th or something. So I was kind of bummed about that going into the heat race, but I've also always been the one to like tell myself, like, I know I can show up when the gate drops, So, and that's what I felt like I have done quite a few times before. So, yeah, just again, having that belief in yourself, like I know I can show up when the gate drops. That's a big thing.
Yeah, that kind of goes back to like the trajectory I was talking about. Like you're so much more confident now. Like I hear it when I see it in your face when I talk to you. You're like, yeah, you believe you're one of the guys, and that's so important. You've proven that you are, but to believe it could be a whole nother thing. But yeah, I can tell you've got it. You're feeling it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I do. And yeah, ready to keep at it.
I will say a minute ago when we were talking about club and what they've done for you, I was kind of trying to give you a layup to say, yeah, but like a year ago, Dark, you were out here at the track and I watched you and It's like, I need some of that, man.
Yeah, he never thought that once.
No, he didn't. Not once. No, he was laughing at me, actually, as I recall.
Well, you know what's crazy is I forgot you even were out there, dude.
Shit. You know what? We got to go.
Yeah.
Good talking to you, Devin.
Well, then, yeah, are you coming for the Blue Crew camp this year?
I hope so. I haven't talked to Ulrich yet. It'd be kind of tough with my current job situation, but I want to. I want to get back out there. I think you would see some vast improvement. I've been riding the 250 a lot more, so we'll see. But this isn't about me. I was just kind of I made it about me, though, so I guess it is now. But no, talk about the extension, though, for 27. That's something that I think has to take a lot of pressure off of you of like, what am I going to do next if this doesn't work out? They obviously believe in you, and the better you do, the more likely they're just going to keep extending it. But how does it feel?
Dude, it feels great. Like you said, just having that security, like, again, going back to the past, I've never had anything, more than a 6-month deal or Supercross only. And, maybe we'll see how you do in Supercross and maybe you'll race outdoors or, whatever. So just having that security and knowing that you're locked into something and you can just focus on grinding and doing your job, right, at the best, at your best capability. So, that to me was huge. And then again, like there's people, chirping me like, oh, dude, you should have waited. You could have done this. And honestly, like there's nowhere else I want to be. Like they took a chance on me as well as I took a chance on myself to do this. And that was huge for me, for those to have, those guys believe in me that much before they really even had a reason,
Right.
So yeah, there's nowhere else I really would want to be right now. So yeah, I'm beyond stoked to be there for another year and get to do a few outdoors this year and then the full season next. So
that was sorry, Scotty. That was one of my next questions was about outdoors. Do you know how many you're gonna do? Is there a possibility if you do really well that they keep you for that you do the whole season? Do we know?
I don't know for sure, but I believe I'm supposed to do around 6, so like half.
Oh, okay.
But it would be like starting on the East Coast side of things, High Point, like Ironman, Budds Creek, whatever those East Coast rounds. But yeah, if something changes, I'm ready to go.
Okay. I just feel like we're going to see Devin outdoors a little bit more.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And
Mike B, I know you're listening, dude. At some point, like, let's get Devin full season, man. He's earned it. No. He's cut the hair. He's not going to be hot. He's ready to go.
Yeah. And that's one thing that was big for me, even just getting to race 6, right? Like I've done 5 outdoors since I've been pro in 5 years.
Yeah.
So, I feel like I've never even had a fair shot at like building into an outdoor season or anything like that. So, I'm looking forward to getting to do that.
Obviously you've been one of the stories of this year, the transformation that you made, the rise that you've had, the story is just really cool. What all throughout this has been somewhat humbling? Who in your team kind of, if you keeps you in check, for so to speak? How do you stay, typically grounded as your expectations go higher?
I don't want to I guess I don't sound cocky or whatever, but I feel like I keep myself pretty humble in a way, as far as like, dude, I've been pretty low in the sport, like privateer gets,
Right. Yeah.
Like, so when I do have good results, like I know what it can be like, there's not, so I guess that's my biggest thing is I know what it can be like. Right. So I don't get like obviously I'm stoked and like, I'm going to brag to my buddies and, do that type of thing. Like, who doesn't,
Yeah, of
like,
course.
And so, but I do feel like, again, I was at the lowest of lows of privateers, paying for everything and doing what I could. And I wouldn't change that for anything because I do think that's kind of made me to who I am now. So,
that's cool.
But yeah, I think that's the main thing.
Well, and as you're answering and I was thinking about it, like, a lot of times, guys have their practice mechanic or their trainer or stuff, but because you're a part of club, like you don't have to have this one guy where you have to rely on fully to be there for you. I mean, you have a whole facility. So like it's just shows again how cool club is and how cool this opportunity is.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, dude, we have even my teammates like Max, Hunter, Cody, everybody is super like, nobody has an ego. We're all humble. Like, we're all there to do a job and we all want to get better and we do it together as a team, you know? And then even like our crew chief, Robbie, and our engine guy, Grant, like everybody's there for the same reason. And we all truly do work together. So that's one thing that's awesome. And, you know, Brandon and Chad on the track and Daniel as well. And then Mike B, like everybody there truly wants to be there and like wants all of us to be better, you know?
Yeah. And that's unmistakable from those guys. All right. Devin Simonson tonight brought to you by Guts Racing. Just a couple more things for you. Has Steve paid you yet?
No.
It's at the end of the year, though, right? Like, isn't it set up?
No, we did it. We agreed on the end of the year.
Oh, well, just text Pookie, man. Just tell her, hey, Steve said send me this, and she does. She sends it.
Yeah,
you've now gotten.
I'm
to
gonna
where,
add an extra 0 then.
Yeah.
Steve, he told me the other day, just text Pookie and tell her because he's paying for my flights out there after Salt Lake City. And he said, just text Pookie and tell her send you this amount of money. And I was like, I'm going to tell her send me like just a lot more to see what she says. Yeah. Did you have anything else?
Well, I was just going to say, did you get in the way I know of course, Steve made the whole deal kind of complicated and like you had to get this or that. But like, I think you've met all the criteria, right?
Well, so it was like an X amount of dollars, whatever, for, you know, just the season. But then if per top 5 was $500, but I like capped out, I don't know. I would have to even go back and look, but I capped out at something. Yeah.
Like he's not going to pay you $50,000, right? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, speaking of top 5s, like you are, let's see here, you are 7th in points, tied with Thrashers in 6th. Shimoda's above you, and you know, you're going to start jumping some guys in these next few rounds. Where realistically, how far up do you think you can get? I mean, you might have to try to jump Cody, your teammate, but like that's all realistic.
Yeah, dude, it sucks. Well, it doesn't suck because again, this is my best season ever. But that the crash in Detroit after, you know, my turn down for what? Like. I lost quite a few points because me and Cody, even going into that race, we were like 6 points apart or something. And then I ended up only getting like 3 points that night. And, you know, he got 4th. So then that was like, you know, 20, whatever. And so I lost a ton of points there. I felt like, and that, like going back to that, Thrasher also had a bad night.
Yeah.
So then I would still be ahead of Thrasher by, you know, say 10 points. And I would be either, you know, with Cody or right around him.
Right, yeah.
And then I would have already jumped Shimoda. So, yeah, I mean, it would be sick to end the year top 5 in points. That's kind of my goal right now. Like, still got 3 races to go. So, yeah, I want to try to get on the podium again and knock down top 5 in points.
I really do think that's realistic. I think you and Cody will be 4 or 5 in one fashion or another, just looking at where we're at. Yeah, I think the third's out of reach probably, unless Daxon really has a bad night. But yeah, the clean Steve out, man. Take him for everything you can get. Oh, you got a listener question?
Yeah, we go. I mean,
no,
you can finish.
No, I was going to finish with the Detroit, his turned down for what question real quick. But yeah, finish.
We just had one of our YouTube listeners, Walter Ripper, said ask him about his MXGP days.
Oh, I had that in my notes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. Yeah, but that's,
I always find that. I always forget about that. Yeah, I remember watching like the GPs on the whatever I watched it on, and
it's YouTube probably.
No, it's on. I have CBS Sports, I think.
Yeah.
And seeing, I was like, Simonson, like that's Simonson. Like I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was so sick. It kind of ended bad because I ended up. So we're in Indonesia for back-to-back rounds, and I ended up getting salmonella while I was there. So obviously I was sick from that. So I did like 3 rounds, including the first Indonesian round. And so I did, let's see, Germany, like Tuchenthal, or
that's pretty close.
Right, I don't know if that's around. Yeah, something like that. I did Latvia, like Kegums or something, and then Indonesia. And I got sick in between the 2 rounds there. And Dude, it was so like super, super bad. So I ended up flying home. I was supposed to do the rest of the rounds because I had flown over right after Supercross that year, right after Salt Lake. I think there was like 10 rounds or something left. So yeah. Ended up getting sick, flying home, whatever. And dude, it ended up taking me like 2 months or something to fully recover from it because so they put me on antibiotics and I was taking them, but then like a couple weeks into taking them, I felt like the antibiotics were almost making me more sick than like I even was before with salmonella, you know?
Yeah.
So well then I stopped taking it and then I get sick again. So like I ended up having to take all the antibiotics and just for a while, like when you're taking gnarly antibiotics like that, your body's like pretty shot, you know?
Sure. Yeah. I can't recover.
Yeah. So that ended up taking me like a good 2 months to even fully recover from that. And then by then it's pretty much the end of the season or whatever. So kind of a bad ending, but still an unreal experience. Like I was based in Italy. I lived there for like a month and then was in Belgium and Holland and whatever. And rode some gnarly sand tracks and some gnarly hard pack tracks. But yeah, overall it was a sick experience. And just another one of those things I can say I did, you know?
Yeah. And like, dude, the tracks there, like I see them on TV and everybody always talks about them, but I mean, it had to have been super, like just mind blowing, like how gnarly that stuff gets. And I mean, nothing here compares, right?
Yeah.
Nothing, dude. I remember vividly, like going to the practice track, in Belgium, I think, or it was near Lommel.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Lommel, but near Lommel, whatever, one of the sand tracks. And like, I'm out there and I think I'm ripping. Here comes Glenn Coldenhoff blowing by me. And I'm like, what? Whatever, come around. I look at his pit board and he was 10 seconds a lap faster than me.
Right. Yeah.
And I just thought I was flying. I pulled off the track.
Right.
I was like, this is unreal.
At least
I
it
went
was,
and watched him and I'm just like, wow, dude, it's crazy how different it is. And like, if you've never rode something like that, obviously. And yeah, but it was still, like I said, unreal experience and like something I wouldn't trade anything for.
Yeah, I think the year when Jason Anderson and the guys went over there, he talked about going out to one of those sand tracks to practice, and there's like just local guys,
yeah,
that are like 30 seconds faster a lap or you know, a moto.
Yeah,
just
flying.
Yeah,
like there were some 125 kids there that were just on the gas, and I'm on a pretty like not factory 250, but like a pretty good 250, and these guys are just working me, and I'm like, dude, what is going on?
That's crazy. Hey, but I got a text from one of your teammates. Did you get to do a champagne celebration today?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to the Reeds. They gave us me and my mechanic gave us each a champagne bottle and got to do a little champagne whatever spray, I guess you want to call it.
Heck yeah. So you did sort of get to experience it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, that was so like when I get told I'm end up getting third or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see the guitar and my champagne bottle, right? Like those are the two things I want. I got the guitar, but haven't gotten the champagne bottle yet. They told me they would send me one, so we'll see.
Good.
Picked a good weekend to get a trophy. That's probably one of the coolest ones of the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Said rider, not going to say who it was, also said to ask about your new mechanic, Youngblood. What's up with this guy?
Yeah, Youngblood, dude, Brandon. He's like young kid. He's only 19, but grinds, works his ASS off. Yeah, I'm stoked to have him as my mechanic, and looking forward to building with him. And I mean, I think it's pretty sick for him too. Like 4th ever pro Supercross race, and he got on the podium.
Yeah,
you know?
that's good point. Like he doesn't wear Ultimate Warrior makeup like Dudney's mechanic does he?
Yeah, no warrior makeup. We don't need that.
No. I dig it. Well, dude, Devin, I honestly am so freaking happy for you. You're just a good dude. You were like, I think that night at the signing was the first time we really met and talked. And I'm very impressed with your personality. Super, like just McGrath a minute ago, super friendly guy. Just a great personality, and I'm happy for you, man. I hope it continues the trajectory keeps going up, man. Let's get you a title one day. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So
yeah, well, just don't let Mathis drag you down, man. He's bad people.
Yeah. Hey, as much as I want to agree with you, Mathis has helped me a ton, man.
Oh, dude,
So.
he's done so many things for me. Like he trashes me constantly. You know, that's like part of the shtick.
That's part of the love. You know.
Yeah, he's done so much for me off like that people don't know about to help me. That he's a good dude for sure. So very proud of you. Very happy for Club MX, man. I think they got a good one in you, man. So yeah. Mike B, if you're listening, let's get him outdoors and let's extend him to 28, man. Let's to hell with 27. Let's go 28.
Yeah.
All right, Devin, man, have a good night. Thanks for doing this and good luck in Cleveland.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for having me on and look forward to talking to you guys soon.
Sounds good, man. Be safe.
Yep.
All right,
see ya.
See ya. Devin Simonson tonight, brought to you by Guts Racing. That was a great interview. I like that kid.
Yeah, man, dude. The going through the pits and stuff, and like Devin's very approachable and talking, but the whole club team it's my favorite pit to go to.
Yeah. Mike has, since I met Mike, like Mike took me to dinner in Arlington to one of those steakhouse. I want to say Bolivian. That's not right. Like those steakhouses where they come out with like all these different.
Oh, Texas Day Brazilians.
Yeah. And he's just a nice guy. He came from outside the sport. He has a different perspective, and he's trying to do these different things that are really cool to help the teams out. He does all the, like he talks to the kids for futures and the combines every week, and gives them a lot of knowledge. And Brandon Haas hiring a guy like Mike B from outside the industry to try to do something different. Yeah. They really don't get enough credit for how far they've come, and the team and the facility. You guys hear me talk about it all the time, is second to none. I don't have to go to any other facility to know there's no possible way there's a better facility.
I mean, outside of maybe Quad Luck, I think they're the best privateer team.
Results wise and stuff?
Just team. I mean,
dude, they might be better. I don't know. Based off what? Like what?
Just solid. Just how solid of a team it is. I mean,
say at least equal to.
Yeah.
At least equal to. They've come so far.
Yeah.
Honestly,
because I mean, Pro Circuit doesn't count.
And having a guy like Chad Reed,
Pro Circuit is
Quad Lock's got Davalos. I mean, Club's got Chad and Daniel. Like,
okay,
shots
equal. Fired. Okay.
No, I'm just saying like they're equal, right? They're bringing these guys in that have experience and knowledge, and I mean, it's
I would agree.
Chad went to visit for the Camp Blue crew and never left. They weren't planning on staying there and getting a job there. They believed in the facility. That should say a lot. A guy like Chad isn't going to stay somewhere that isn't up to his standards, right? To a high standard.
Right.
So, yeah.
Can't be subpar.
Exactly. Okay, let's back up to grill your ass off, bring the heat. If you're looking to grill a savory steak, bake a delicious chicken breast. I actually took your advice and did chicken thighs. You told me
better, right?
I got them, and I cooked some last night for the first time. They actually were better. You were right.
They're not dry. They're more tender.
They were amazing.
Did you do it with the skin or without the skin? Did you have a crispy skin on the outside or no?
No, I just grilled them.
So was it crispy? Did you have a crispy skin?
No, I think it was without skin.
Try it with the skin.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, make the perfect roasted potatoes or fried bacon for breakfast. Grill your ass off has a seasoning to elevate the experience. Jason Murph is a military veteran and motocross enthusiast, and his line of seasonings cannot be beat. All sales go to support a true nonprofit. He's always looking to help riders. He's involved with Kyle Chisholm. So just visit grillyourassoff.com and use that promo code DarksideMX3 to save 20%. I promise you guys, if you like to cook and you like good seasonings, steak, chicken, French fries, whatever, you're not going to be disappointed. Don't go to your local grocery store and buy like seasoning salt, or what are some other major brands? Like
McCormick's and stuff like that. Yeah.
That stuff's trash compared to this.
It really is.
And you support a moto company.
And veterans.
Yeah, veterans, dude. Like, there's no reason not to use that promo code DarksideMX3 to save and at least try it. Dude, just have at it, man. Come on. Okay. Grill your ass off. Bring the heat. Do you have one?
Yes, I do.
Let's go.
So when we were in Nashville, we decided to try to go check out the Whole Shot King thing.
Yep.
We're going to walk over there, and we we were like, when you walk a lot at those races, back to the pits and to the press day and back up, and you usually have to walk around the stadium to go down to the floor and blah, 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 blah. Not that it's not a big deal, but then when we were about to walk all the way over that bridge, we saw that they were going to have, they had some of those Lime scooters.
Lime scooter, sure.
So we're like, dude, there's 2 of them right here. Let's ride it. Download the app, everything's set up. Oh, you can't use this one. Oh, you go over here. Oh, you can't use that one. Yeah. So we ended up having, like, we found plenty of scooters that
out
we could.
Out of about 8, 1 worked.
Well, yeah, probably 8. Yeah. 1 out of 8 worked. Like,
they charged me $6 while I waited for you to realize
you charged you $6.
$6 for those couple minutes.
How? It wasn't even.
Know,
it's 54 cents a minute.
Maybe there's an initial cost. I don't know. It was $6.
That's crazy. Would you like me to reimburse you because of something out of my control?
No, it wasn't your fault. I'm not blaming you. Okay. Calm down.
You said okay. All right. I don't. Yeah.
I'm not blaming you for that. I did say I was going to, but I wasn't.
You just did. What do you mean?
No, I was just saying it charged me $6 while I waited because it wasn't your fault they didn't work.
Okay.
I honestly wasn't messing with you on that one.
Okay, we're good.
I did tell you I was going to blame you. You're right. So I guess you have a right to think.
I mean, it's not like you've never done that before. It's not a track record of you doing that. Or
it wasn't
anything.
Me.
Yeah. But anyways, that was frustrating to not be able to use those because I've never done those.
Yeah.
And that would have been a cool ass city to do them in.
Sure.
And then like I was willing to pay I would have paid however long we rode them. I don't care. I would have paid however much it was cost, but
I told
to not
you
have them working.
That happened to Amber in San Diego.
Yeah. At least it wasn't something like that.
Yeah. And then her middle daughter, Marley, we were riding some downtown, like in Deep Ellum in Dallas area.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, she ate
shit. I've heard stories of people
like completely
actually broke it, huh?
Yeah, like it was the wrist was like the bones weren't coming out, but it was close. It sucked. And thank God we were like right down the road from a hospital. But yeah, that she was hauling butt and ate crap. But yeah, that's yours.
Yeah, not have if you're gonna have scooters, like, so one of my biggest things is things not working as they should.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you know me.
So it's like if you're gonna
things not working the way I expect them to freaking work.
Right, but
maybe
it's like
not how they should,
but
how I want them to work.
If it says push this button to exit and you push the button and you can't exit, it's like telling you follow these instructions, download this app, do this, and then the app doesn't work like it's supposed to, or you can't go to the right page because something's like that stuff not doing what it's supposed to do drives me nuts.
Sure. Yeah. I'm with me too. Again, things that they might be doing what they're supposed to, but I think they should do something else.
I'm not that anal about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. So I had a list because I was like, oh, this is my bring the heat. Then this kind of thing came up, and then something new came up. So I'm going to do a quick.
You got a lot.
All the people in the press box.
Bringing a lot of heat, huh?
I'm not going to get into all the details. All the people in the press box was a little ridiculous. It really didn't affect us completely, but it's just.
We came out all right on that deal.
Yeah, we did. So, all right, you know what? I'll take that one off. You're driving on the way up there, but I'm not going to get into details. Didn't love it.
Was that better on the way back?
Yes. Yes, a lot better. Here's the one I'm going to go with because this happened yesterday. Little restaurant, hometown restaurant right down the road, Texas Traditions, okay?
Okay.
Go there all the time. I have points built up because you get whatever, points, like dollar amount back for every dollar you spend, whatever it is. I had like $15 built up. I go there yesterday, and I'm working in town. I'm in the work truck. Call ahead, get my food ordered, pull up to the drive-thru, and I go, shit, my wallet's in my personal. So
His wallet's in your purse?
My wallet's in my personal truck.
Oh.
Personal. Girl comes to the window. She's there all the time. She recognizes me. I was like, hey, I don't have my wallet. Can you check my points? She puts in my phone number. It's not in there. I can't find it. She said, I know you have points. You tell me all the time. I know I'm not going to use them right now. Yeah. She can't figure it out. Turns out it was tied to my credit card, which is in my wallet. That's in my truck. So she can't pull them up.
Mm-hmm.
She can't do it by name. Just doesn't work. I'm like, okay, I'm here all the time. Will you trust me to give me my food? After work, I'll come back and I'll pay you. She's like, let me go ask the manager. Comes back. No, you're going to have to go get your wallet. I think I'm done with that restaurant.
Does the manager know you? Or
No.
just the cashier girl?
The cashiers.
Well, then,
They know, but I'm in a city truck. It's not going to be hard to find me. I'm there all the time. Would you, not Dairy Queen, but you're running a hometown restaurant like that. Would you be like, yeah, he works for the city?
I actually have done it at Dairy Queen, and they didn't come back.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, where we get our pizza from for the show every week, multiple times I go in there, I'm like, crap. And they're like, yeah, just come pay it tomorrow.
Ugh.
Whatever. I've been going there for years versus a year with this place. But I feel like, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're going to tell me I'm wrong. City truck, there all the time.
No, I would have done
I
it.
have money they owe me technically.
Especially if you're a regular and a local spot, I would trust you.
Yeah.
Like me and my buddies go shoot pool at the same place. One of my buddies and his wife both work there.
Mm-hmm.
We come in, like I don't even have to order a drink. It's already sitting there waiting for me because they just know me.
Right.
There's been a couple times where we've either forgotten to walk the tab or my buddies forgot to walk the tab. Sometimes they don't even text you. They just next time you come in, like, hey, you didn't pay your tab the other night. And it's like, okay, I'll pay it. So like if you're pretty much that regular, the girl recognizes you and they didn't do it. I get it. But based off of your history of the way you are about things, if you were on the other side of that and like just the way, like the fact that you're losing your wallet and stuff, like
didn't lose it. I just don't carry it with me.
Right.
At work. I
but
leave it in my truck.
I feel like if you're on the other side of that,
what do you mean by other side? If I'm her?
Or I don't know, like maybe the manager or something like that.
Okay,
like, you should have had your wallet. Like, wow,
who
doesn't go without their wallet? Like,
you're not wrong.
If I show up and you have to pay for my meal because I forgot my wallet, oh my god, it's race. Girl, bring the heat.
You're right. I should have had it with me.
Yeah.
But like I had it's 10 minutes back to the office or whatever.
So your whole lunchtime.
So it's cold by the time I get back. Well, by the time I got back to the office again, it's cold. I'm not angry. I'm legitimately not angry about it, but it was annoying to a point where I'm like, I feel like that's bad customer service a little bit. The girl could have vouched that.
She was like, hey, just please come back. But if you don't come back at work,
she could have told the manager.
She leaves at 3. She can't check out her drawer with the open thing.
Okay.
Then the manager has to do it. Like, okay. I get it.
All right, that's something I didn't.
All I'll say is that there's a lot more to it than her just saying no, you can't do it. Like, it's in the system. She may not even be able to. Like, it may mess up trying to get to her next order without closing this one out. It's going to always be in the way. Yeah. Like,
it would have all been cool if they could have got to my, because I actually did have enough credit. It would have paid for it. The crazy that
you can't pull up it from your phone number is wild.
That's so. I guess I don't know how it works because sometimes I call and the lady that works at night, she's like, "Oh, like your number pulled up." It shows. I don't know, man. Who knows? It doesn't matter. You know what? I'm gonna take what you just said.
Yeah. Okay.
Back it down.
Cool.
Give it a shot.
Simmer it down, dude. That's fine. Yeah. Good job.
So wound up. All right. Before we get to the rest of the reads and the last few segments, I do want to shout out Miracle Clothing. If you guys are on Instagram, this is spelled MIRYKLE. Miracle Clothing. They reached out to me. The guys kind of submitted some questions and some comments about the show, and he's like, "Hey, do you wear Dickie style shorts?" I was like, "Yeah, I used to wear them all the time." He's like, "I want to make you some shorts." So he made me a custom pair of shorts. Should I stand up?
I mean, you can try.
Well, they're on my Instagram, but they're on YouTube.
Yeah, you can see them.
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
Lift up the logo. Lift up the logo a little bit.
Right here. They got the Miracle logo. I don't know if they can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you in the headset.
But,
so
he sent me a custom pair of shorts. It's got a belt. I'm not really a belt guy with shorts or belt in general.
Yeah,
but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they look like they're comfy.
So yeah, if you're looking for, check them out, man. Maybe they have some stuff you like. If you like these style shorts, you like my Dickie shorts were the long ones that hung under my knees. You saw me wear those for years. Mm-hmm. These are actually knee length, which I like. I don't like them above the knee if I can help it. They're right at my knee.
Mm-hmm.
These are
I like
cool
them
shorts.
right on top of my knee. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like right above.
Mm-hmm.
I really dig these shorts. So
nice.
I have no idea what they retail for, but they sent me a pair of shorts. So shout out, man. And if you're looking for something like that, these guys are obviously into moto. So it's another moto company, base company, or fan of a moto, moto fan company that you could support if you're looking for some stuff. Miracle Clothing, Instagram. All right, let's do Renthal read real quick. When you think motocross handlebars, you think Renthal. Why? Because Renthal has been the worldwide leader in motorcycle handlebars for over 50 years, racking up 285 U.S. and 268 world titles. Renthal continuously lands on the podium with teams including Honda HRC, Red Bull KTM, Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki, and HEP Progressive Suzuki teams. Whether it's the Fat Bar, Twin Wall, or even the OG 7/8s, Renthal bars are unmatched. Renthal is also ahead of the game with their sprockets and grips and mountain bike parts. They have stems for your handlebars, mountain bike handlebars, clipless. I think they're called clipless, but it makes no sense. clip-in pedals. Their pedals are badass. I've been running those now for a while, for like 4 months, 5 months. I love them. Really good stuff. So lots of cool stuff there. And don't forget, by visiting renthal.com, you can use our new direct-to-consumer shopping for your parts on orders $99 and up is free shipping. The 661 Chris Kiefer developed Eli Tomac chosen bars are back in stock. Cool. Like it?
Yep.
You want to do Cherries? You ready? If you aren't, I could do something else.
I can be there very, very fast.
No problem.
With the Cherubies, you get from the factory floor to the finish line. It is a Cherubies. For over 40 years, we've shaped the look, feel, and protection of motocross. Every curve, every vent, and every color is engineered for riders who push the limits. At Cherubies, plastics and accessories are built for durability, tested in the harshest conditions, and trusted by champions worldwide. Cherubies gives you your bike the identity it deserves. Cherubies is innovation, protection, performance. Visit cherubiesusa.com. Whether you're lining up at the gate or choosing your next ride, at Cherubies.
Yeah, man. Full plastic kits, skid plates, hand guards, fork lug protectors, so many different things they have. It always fits perfect.
Stickers for my
think
water jug.
I want to hit up fully and get a set of the white plastic for my Yamaha.
Can't look like Steve.
No, not white and purple. Like the
No,
white,
he's got
black.
He's got the white, black, and red now.
Oh no! Oh yeah, because he had the white and purple before. No, I'm talking about like the club bike that was on the
on the
back of the
club,
rig for a little bit.
That club bike looked
that
good.
white looks so good, and then I can get Decal Works and make me some new graphics for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that white plastic.
Mm-hmm.
I might run a white Yamaha if I make Loretta's
That'd
with my new FXR gear and my Showtime butt patch.
Yeah, dude, would you actually do that? You know,
I think I would.
You should do show side.
Yeah, okay. I think I would. There was a guy that made me a butt patch years ago. I think it said Clippy Clippy from the Pulp Shop.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I need to find that guy. Yeah, that'd be
That's
cool.
funny.
All right, so we have 3 segments left. T-Bolt USA Top 5, ETS Pick 1, FXR Picks for Cleveland. Before we do that, I have a topic that I've kind of left on here for weeks. I keep meaning to get to, and we never get to it.
Okay.
AI. First things, just very brief. What are your thoughts on AI?
I mean, it's
useful.
It's kind of around.
Yeah. Okay. So
okay.
here's
All
what
right. Hold on. So you want to know what I used the last time I used AI?
Yes.
It was on the way here today,
Okay.
and I was driving, and I had to drive about 25, 30 minutes to get here. About 30, 35. And I passed by some farms and some ranches and stuff. And it's actually the way I go to work too, so I pass it all the time. And I look out in the pasture and I see a bunch of cows because we're in Texas. So sorry. We're in Texas, and I always notice that like a lot of cows will have like these white birds standing around them.
Oh yeah.
And so then I tap in like my Android, my terrible Android has a function where I just click it has to go straight to my Google AI search thing. I don't have to have ChatGPT or any of that. It automatically does it. And I search it and I go, why do white birds always seem to be around cows? And it made sense. As I probably could have come to this conclusion myself, but it was cool to see the explanation is when the cows eat the grass, they dig up they stir up the grubs and the bugs and stuff. So they're basically just there to catch whatever's getting stirred up. It's like, it helps them out. And then they also are good for getting ticks and other bugs off of the cows. So
Okay.
AI taught me that today.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff. All right. I grew up 80s, 90s, Terminator, Skynet,
Yeah.
destroys the world.
Yeah. It's probably
Because
happening.
It learned and it developed and it took over everything, right? Set off the nukes. So when I use AI, I'm very polite. I say, please. I say,
They're going to
thank
remember you.
just in case.
Darkside
someday-
MX 333, you're cool.
Yeah, that guy's cool. We're going to keep him alive.
I don't think they would care if you were nice or not.
Are you polite and
Are you
thankful?
do you actually do that?
Yep.
That's crazy, bro.
Yep.
You're not going to some people are just like have you seen the people that try to get like Siri flustered?
Yes, yes. But I want to ask if you do that, if you're polite.
So I don't use like I don't always do like the only reason I did that today is because I was driving. I don't like do the mic search and like have the whole voice explain it to me.
Yeah.
I just like if I Google search something, it automatically shows me like the AI overview of it. I don't know if the way you have your browser set up if it does that or not, but the way like if I go to my Google and I search, it'll show me like results of like if I type in Chevy trucks, it'll show me Chevy trucks that I can buy and stuff, but it'll also most of the time will show me like an AI overview of like Chevy trucks are from blah 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 and do this. So I use that a lot. I use that little AI overview. I read that a lot first.
Okay, I'm with you.
Like,
yes, I
how
do.
long can I like this? I've had this chicken for 5 days. Can I eat it? And then like stuff like that. You know, like I do that kind of stuff a lot. Another thing I do is at work when I count my inventory, I have to convert like pounds to gallons and stuff. Like so then like I can just say how much is 2.53 pounds of pickles to gallons, and it'll automatically just tell me. So I use it for stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't let it like I don't try to make my whole life run by AI, but it is convenient sometimes.
So here's what I did. ChatGPT. My question to ChatGPT: are you going to attempt to destroy all of humanity the way Skynet did? No, I'm not anything like Skynet, and I have no goals, intentions, or abilities to act in the real world, which is what Skynet probably would have said before he took over the world. I don't have desires or plans at all. I generate responses based on input and training data, and I'm designed specifically to be helpful and safe. I can't control systems, make decisions independently, or take actions outside of this chat. So no robot uprising plans here. You seem to know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Just answers, ideas, and help when you need it. I said, LOL, okay. It then said, smiley face. Fair question, though. Sci-fi has definitely made that idea stick. If you've got any other questions about bikes, tech, or anything else, I'm here. Okay. I don't know, man.
That's exactly what I would say if I was an AI robot.
But I'd make sure to say thank you.
Thank you.
And please. Just in case.
You're funny, bro. That's funny, though. Like hey, you're cool, man. Like you're good.
Yeah,
he's cool. He can go. He can go work in the.
Yeah, when Arnold comes, he's gonna be like you know, he has like you see his
instead
vision,
of killing.
It's like target or whatever or whatever his thing says. Like when you're a threat, he'll be like, he's cool.
Yeah, they won't kill you. They'll just go make you work in like the coal mines to keep running their AI generated machine.
I hope instead I'm like well taken care of, and I'm just there to like maybe they need some service work. I don't know.
No, dude, you'll be doing some service work.
Shit. So okay, maybe it's pointless. All right, T-Bolt USA top 5. Don't forget, MotoXpod show@gmail.com or MotoXpod.com contact. And you can click on the contact form and ask us questions, give your thoughts and suggestions. T-Bolt USA top 5. Sometimes you just want to cut loose with your buddies and shred your Yamaha TTR 110, Honda CRF 110, Honda Z50, or whatever you have as far as a pit bike. Regardless of what pit bike you have, T-Bolt USA's extensive warehouse has what you need. You need some Pro Taper handlebars? They got them. D&M shocks? They got them. You need a pit bike? They've got them. Piranha, Pitzer Pro, YCF, T-Bolt USA is stocked full. They will take care of you. T-Bolt USA is fully stocked to meet your needs. So visit TBoltUSA.com. Make sure you let them know the MotoXpod sent you if you're using them. T-Bolt USA top 5 this week is this was a listener suggestion, top 5 things that are like childhood nostalgia. Didn't give specifics, so I told you like it could be a TV show, it could be a movie, it could be a toy, it could be a place. I don't know. So
I went for more like experiences a little bit.
All right,
but
go ahead.
You want me to go first?
If you can.
Okay, I got a couple of things. So
I have more than 5.
So like I probably could keep. You're gonna say something that's gonna make me think of more, but one was like going to Walmart, Target, Kmart. Like back in the day, like you'd get popcorn. Walmart had like fish. You could go over to the fish section and look at the fish.
Yeah, they still do.
Walmart does not have fish like that.
I'm 99% positive they do.
I'm 1000% positive they don't. They don't, not like they used to. They used to have like a whole like aquarium thing set up.
The one on Gilmer Road does in the.
Well, maybe y'all's Walmart is ancient and still does, but every Walmart in Tyler does not. Every
Okay.
Supercenter does not.
Could be wrong.
Okay. They don't have that anymore.
All right.
They'd give you a little smiley face sticker. Like you go to Target, you could get popcorn and right on the store. They used to have like the video game demos where you could like break your neck looking up and playing the new video game that just came out. Like you're waiting for your mom to shop and I'm over there just playing video games for 20 minutes. Like so that was nostalgic. Going obviously like being moto, like just going to the track with my dad. Like just riding, that kind of stuff. Like when I go riding, it makes me think of that. We used to, whenever we would go riding, we would always grill like hot dogs and stuff.
Okay.
So sometimes when like the grills hot dogs or do something like that, it makes me think of track days with dad, that kind of thing. Another thing that always reminds me of the 90s and like 90s as a kid, I was a kid in the 90s.
I know.
Is Lunchables.
Okay.
Every time I sing Lunchables, like every time I eat a Lunchable, it just takes me back.
Yep.
So those are always a good time. Like when I'm watching like an old motocross or supercross and seeing the old commercials, those are nostalgic. Like just seeing an old like Speed Stick commercial or whatever, just old commercials are nostalgic for me. And then when you have like when someone has like an older truck and like the way the like the smell coming off the old truck.
Like TJ's, I said that about TJ's van that I had to drive back. Smelled like an old F-150.
Yeah, like the old truck smell like coming up from the exhaust and stuff.
Yeah.
That's nostalgic for me too.
Okay. That's your list?
That's 5.
No, those are good. Yeah, I just kept going. I couldn't help it. So old TV shows that I grew up with, like Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
That was the example I gave. But shows like that, what are A-Team, Knight Rider, very nostalgic. Old cartoons, GYAO, Transformers. Music, hair bands.
Yeah.
That takes me back to like learning those bands when middle school.
Yeah.
Discovering Ozzy for the first time.
That.
Posters on my wall. I had some posters, but like I had like Lamborghini and Vector, and Samantha Fox and rock bands and just the posters like that you would, I guess you could still get stuff like that at Spencer's or whatever, but
that's not really the aesthetic now, is it?
I don't think
everything's
so.
like
Hattie has a lot of rock band posters and stuff like that, but I don't think that's like most kids do that
it's
anymore.
more like,
I could be wrong.
It's more like the clean look with the LED lights around and the,
dude, I just had like
gaming
like you do them
thing.
so crooked and
just smack them all over the place.
Like a collage of posters. Yep.
Yes.
For me, moving a lot because my dad was in the military. So like there's this nostalgia like, oh, we lived in Hawaii for 4 years. Oh, we lived in Philadelphia for 6 months. Oh, we lived in Northern California. So like traveling with my family as we moved, loading up shit, boxing everything up, moving to a new place, a little bit just nostalgic. Being a free range kid, leaving in the morning, whether you get on the bicycle or the bus and just you're gone. You get back dark, mom's at work, nobody not calling. When I think about that, that's nostalgic. They
used to have to remind our parents it's 10 o'clock. Are your kids inside the house yet?
You know where your kids are. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I had a little bit smaller of a radius than that. Like I knew there was roads that I wasn't supposed to cross, but like pretty much, I mean, we would ride our bikes miles.
Yeah.
Like as long as we stayed inside the neighborhood and didn't cross. One time we crossed the major
like the
road.
Highway?
Well, it was the loop of Tyler.
Oh yeah,
which is like 6 lanes when you 3 and 3.
Yeah,
we crossed that once, and then their parents found out. We got in trouble for that.
Sure,
but for the most part, we would ride inside our neighborhood all like just miles and miles and miles.
I can't. I could probably.
They don't do that now.
I could go to Google Maps or whatever and figure out how many miles it is from like where we lived in military housing to go to like the Army base where we had football practice. Had to be 10 miles. Had to be.
Yeah.
Or we would ride from our base to our housing to like the upper echelon, where like the upper ranking housing was like a nicer place.
Yeah.
We would ride and go to their rec center and play basketball and easily 5-6 miles and ride to the mall.
Hey, how big was his base?
Well, the housing wasn't on base; it was off base. So like Pearl Harbor, and then off base was different housing areas.
Oh, okay.
Within a 10-mile radius, probably. But we would ride all over though. But we would ride down to Waikiki and go to the skate park, and we just rode all over the place. Or we would get on, literally, it's called the bus. That was the name, the bus, and go somewhere. We just whatever
that's
it
cool,
was,
man.
25 cents, and just take off.
Well, I mean,
I never called my mom at work and be like, "Hey, I'm going to the mall."
You're kind of in Hawaii. What are you gonna? You're like, you're gonna run into some Halleys. Like,
I'm the Howley.
Yeah,
Whites are Halleys.
I know, but
you'll run into some kids that don't like you.
Yeah,
but I just nobody knew where the hell they never knew where we were. I just got a text, but that's kind of it. Give me 1 second.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
I see they have like those like nostalgia videos like on Instagram and stuff where it's got like the little it's got the same little soundtrack to it.
What is it?
It's just like it's a song. It's just like a random track that people use for a lot of videos.
Okay.
It's a sound bite, and it just makes you. It just sounds nostalgic, and then it shows you like it'll show you stuff that you saw when you were a kid in school or stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very nostalgic.
My last one was just like toys: GYAO, Transformers, He-Man, Star Wars toys. Like those take me back. I mean, you look behind you, there's Star Wars crap all over, but that's obviously one of my big things. So that's my list.
Yeah, that was that actually turned out to be a good one.
Yeah,
I love nostalgic.
Send those in, guys. We've been getting a lot of responses on FXR Picks. Do the same thing for what is nostalgic to your childhood.
Oh, I got an honorable mention.
Okay,
anytime I see PW50.
Yeah, so mine was pre-PW. It was Weisinger. I don't think they were called PWs then. Maybe they were, but we called them Weisingers, yellow and black. I got one in 1980. I was 5 years old.
Yeah. I got one when I was 4.
Yeah.
And I had one of the red and white ones. It was before they changed them to they're all blue now.
Right.
But it's literally the same bike that they are now.
Sure.
they have not changed.
So fun.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember we were living in Imperial Beach, California, so south of San Diego, almost down to the border.
Okay.
And I had a little Weisinger, and one of my friends lived, let's say 10 houses down, but you had to cross over a 2-lane road, stop sign, and I wanted to ride down there. I was 5. My dad's like, okay, make sure you stop at the stop sign. Okay. Right through.
Never
thought about it. Yeah, like I don't know how I didn't get hit. Just super lucky. Dumb. I don't know why that just
Your dad was watching you the whole time. Probably didn't think he was.
Yelled at me when I got back. For sure. Yeah, for sure. Okay, ETS Racing Fuels, pick one. ETS Racing Fuels was forged from the heat of competition nearly 30 years ago by developing purpose-engineered fuel for high-profile teams and highly competitive series. We've been the power behind many podium wins ever since. Teams using ETS Racing Fuels have won more than 50 national world championship titles. ETS Racing pick ones this week. Oh, yeah. Visit ETSRacingFuels.com to find your local distributor. If you're looking for the best race fuel you can buy on the market, it's ETS Racing Fuels. The pick one this week is, this is kind of lame. Something I came with last minute because I forgot. Going out on a date night with your chick, right? You and Jasmine go on a date night, but you're celebrating something for you. So you get to go to a movie and pick whatever the hell you want to watch. That's what you're doing. Do you go horror, comedy, suspense, action, something else? It's whatever you want to go see.
This is a whole nother tangent, but they don't make good movies anymore.
Fair enough. Let's say they do.
Probably like action thriller.
Okay.
Or comedy.
Yeah.
Maybe on my birthday, I probably just especially, it just depends on what's out.
Right.
But
let's say there's a great movie in every category.
Oh, I have to pick one?
Yep. You got to pick what.
Definitely not horror. I hate horror movies. That's out. What were the other categories?
Just any category. Let's say any type, like I said, suspense, action, but that's just give you
probably. Whatever. It kind of just depends on who's in each one. But either comedy or like a suspense thriller.
Yeah, I would say those are my actions. I say even though it's
not an action movie, like a suspense, like a Shutter Island or like something like that, or like one of those movies.
I think if we're going on a date night, even if it's specifically for me, I think I'd still go something that, like, Amber hates horror. I love horror, so I wouldn't do that. I would probably go comedy because that's more her thing too.
But it's your birthday.
I know, but I would love it and she would love it. Like I don't think I would. Now, she did go see, when we first started dating, what's the Annabelle.
Oh, the Conjuring and all that.
She went and saw The Conjuring with me. I don't think she would do that now. But I think I would pick comedy because I know
those are actually the only like horror movies that I actually like. That whole series was actually really well done.
I didn't like Annabelle, but The Conjuring actually was scared the shit out of me with or whatever it was.
Oh
when they were under
yeah,
the stairs. That one got the jump scare thing. That fucking got me.
I've had some paranormal like experiences, and like I don't like talking about that.
Okay,
stuff.
all right.
Well, I mean, no, not that. It's just like that's why I don't go watch those movies because it like I feel like it.
You can relate.
Well, and it like puts me in like it just I feel like it invites that stuff.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah, it's not the coolest ETS pick one. It's just the last minute because, like I said, I forgot to make one. But yeah, I think I would do something that she would enjoy too, even though it's for me. I can watch horror by myself.
No, it's my birthday. We're watching one I want to watch.
Okay, cool.
I'm just kidding.
Cool. Yeah, I like it.
She would probably enjoy it too. But so what would you consider what would you call a movie like The Django or Shawshank Redemption? Would those be like
There's definitely comedy. Oh well in Django there's comedy.
Yeah, but it's not a comedy movie.
No.
Or like
drama, I think.
Drama.
I'd go drama with that.
Or
Django's a little bit of everything, man.
Or like
action.
So see, I like movies like that, or like Wolf of Wall Street, or like
that's comedy drama, I think.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I don't even know what category you'd put those in,
yeah.
but I'm not really like crazy about like cringy action movies.
Yeah,
like some of them are good.
What's the one Keanu Reeves does?
Like John Wick.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Yes.
No, you didn't like them?
No, I thought they were cheesy. Like I thought The Equalizer was cheesy.
I actually liked the first one with Denzel.
The first one was okay.
Denzel?
Yeah, the first one was okay, but
Yeah,
he definitely has way better movies.
Yeah, no, I really liked the first one, and I didn't want to like it because it was a show. When I was a kid, I don't like when they do remakes like that, but I thought that was good. But
it's okay.
But no rom com for me. Although I do like rom coms, but that's not what I'm picking.
Yeah. It has to be a good rom com. Like the only rom coms I really like are like the Judd Apatow ones.
Those are good.
Yeah,
everything he does is good.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, those.
I don't know if I've ever seen a movie of his that I didn't like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, great. Like This Is 40 and
yeah, those are all good.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Okay, FXR picks for Cleveland.
All right.
FXR is designed by racers for racers with industry-leading fit, finish, performance. Progression is the name of the game with every new piece created. Look at FXR. They're all about taking care of the privateers and the guys like us, vets. They have some of the best gear on the market. Lots of different options. The vintage stuff is out. I love it. I think Brad sent me a new set of gear for my qualifiers coming up. Visit fxrracing.com, and you too can be like Malcolm Stewart, Garrett Marchbanks, Mike Brown, Chris Kiefer. Promise you, if you've never worn FXR, you will not be disappointed. It's awesome. I love it. It's great. Top of the notch stuff. Hit them up. So real quick, before we get to Cleveland picks, I'm grabbing something real quick. You remember what was the top 3 450? Who were the top 3 450s
in Nashville?
Yep.
Hunter. Mm-hmm. Well, who I picked or who got it?
Who got it?
Hunter, Cooper, and Kenny.
Who'd you pick?
Did I pick Hunter, Cooper, Kenny?
You did.
It's nice.
You did.
Oh, I just
pissed me off when I saw that.
I didn't even remember that I picked it.
Yep. I figured you didn't because you would have said something.
But
when I looked today, I was like,
I remember.
Shit.
What was I thinking? Like, I don't know what
I think you were just being different than me and TJ.
Because
I went Hunter, Kenny, Eli. TJ went. TJ said Kenny, Hunter, and who the hell's JP?
Jorge Prado?
Yes, Jorge Prado.
TJ, you said he picks. He picks Jorge Prado third every week.
You said Hunter, Coop, and Kenny, man.
I just had him,
We did get a bunch of listeners send in their picks. Nobody got it right, so I didn't write them all down. But I keep doing it, man. You guys keep getting involved.
So what do I get?
What do you get? A thumbs up. Good job.
Cool. Thanks, man. I'll take it.
All right. Tonight, picks for Cleveland. I went. Eli Tomek's going to win Cleveland in the mud. Kenny's going to get second.
Where's it? AP's coming back.
Hunter's getting third. That's my pick.
Who'd you say was second?
Kenny.
So Eli, Kenny.
I wanted to put
Hunter.
Coop up there, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I hope he does.
I feel like in a mudding situation, like I haven't really looked at the forecast. Like, is it gonna be a mudder?
They covered it today.
They've already, yeah, okay.
I haven't really looked, but I keep hearing it's going to rain. So I think it's going to be a mudder.
I think if it's with wet conditions, I'm going to pick Kenny to win.
All right, so I'll give you two options: wet, Kenny.
No, I'm just saying if this is gonna be my pick.
Okay. All right, cool.
If it's expected to be wet like it is, I'm going to pick Kenny to win.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Eli second, Cooper third. I think if it's a mutter, I think something funky will happen to Hunter. I'll probably be dead wrong. He's probably going to win, but
I mean, honestly, we kind of need Hunter to finish off the podium.
yeah,
Like
to tighten it up. To tighten it
let's
up.
get a little tighter. Come on.
Yeah.
We need Cooper to win. Kenny, Eli, and Hunter to be like 7, 8, 9 or something. I don't know. Anyway, all right, those are our picks. Please send your picks in. Again, the ways to get in touch with us to submit your top fives, your FXR picks, is our email, which is motoxpodshow@gmail.com. Or you can go to our website, motoxpod.com,
Contact
and
form.
click on that contact button and send us. That comes straight to my personal email. So I try to respond to everybody. Again, thanks to the guys at Miracle Clothing. Yep. Go ahead.
So
Do
I
your
know a lot of people follow you, like Darkside MX3 for stuff. We're getting more and more involved with the actual MotoXpod Instagram as well.
Yep.
So you guys, if you aren't already following that, if you just follow Darkside, follow the MotoXpod show Instagram, MotoXpod Instagram. Because I put stuff up for our sponsors and stuff like that, so check that out too as well.
I need to tell you, since you're doing that, is check the DMs because there's always DMs, and I'm like, why aren't they? Because they're like from a week ago.
Okay, I'll get better about checking them, so I'll look into it.
So do that. I did say, all right. Anything else from Nashville that you want to touch on with the racing? We actually never got to it. There was penalties. Don't want to talk about that personally.
It was actually like, I won't say it's the best race of the year, but it was kind of the most chaotic race of the year.
I think I would agree.
There was a lot going on.
Dude,
like
Lane Shaw. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was insane.
Ooh,
I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad he's okay.
I did text him.
And just
alive?
the like I don't mean to laugh. I mean, he's okay, so I guess we can. But like the footage of him that was like, you just see JB and AC and you just see the silhouette of a guy just flying like almost as high as they are.
I watched it like 15 times.
Like the little tough luck barrier things they have saved his life.
Yeah,
maybe not saved his life, but it definitely stopped him from getting.
Yeah, he said he was okay.
Hurt.
He was a little sore, but that's it. So I think Chase Sexton deserves a lot of props for 13 guys or plus 13 to get to fourth. Very underrated ride considering everything else that happened. I don't think a lot of people were talking about it.
Yeah,
so
he kind of is. We talked about it
to start the day, like you said,
and even at the beginning of the main, it was like, okay, here we go, and then like something clicked. I swear something clicked. So hopefully he can carry that momentum into something this week. But something definitely clicked in him that second half of the main. Maybe just all of his stuff aligned with the bike setup and the way the track was. I don't know. But there was definitely something different. I did not expect him to push through that much. And another guy that did really good was Ferrandis. Ferrandis rode incredible.
Yep. Yeah, I want to get him back on the show soon because he's riding really well. He's really happy.
Chase was following him most of that time. The most of those passes, Chase was working through with Dylan.
And unfortunately, Dylan got docked also.
Yeah. I didn't see his incident. Apparently, it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it was hard to see, but he cut a section of the track off.
I mean, I guess it letter of the law. It is what it is with Handmaker.
Yeah, he wasn't thrilled in the post race interviews. He did one. He did one with Lewis. He did one with me.
How else was he really supposed to get back on the track? Like he kind of just picked his bike up and went. Letter of the law, I guess.
You can't do that. You just can't do that, or you're gonna get penalized.
But so during that rhythm section, the long rhythm section that ran right before you crossed back over the start that we were in front of, people were on those same little round circle little pad things that are at the corners.
Yep.
People were hitting that, running over that all day long.
Yeah. Well,
so that doesn't.
Sometimes they'll put a pole up.
Well, they didn't have a pole, but like that, so that doesn't count.
They didn't go on the inside of it. They just were clipping it.
Yeah. Well, some people went on the inside of it.
All the way on the inside.
They got squirrely. They got squirrely on the jump and went off. I mean.
Well, clearly nobody got seen to the point where they need to penalize them. I mean,
most of it was in qualifying, so I don't know. But yeah, it's a tough break for Seth.
I'm trying to decide
if you're tired or not.
I had to get some oxygen. I'm trying to decide if I want to talk about the Eli Tomac, Lewis Phillips tweet. Like, here's the thing. If you guys know what's going on, I read Lewis's tweet. I talked to Lewis that night. We had talked a few times. I don't remember word for word what he said, but it was something like Eli barely just talked to the team or something along those lines. and he used the word barely. Like most of us say if you and I were to say that, we'd say, I barely talked to Scotty, meaning I really don't ever talk to you. But you can use it as in, like, I just talked to him. Like, I just talked to him a second ago. I barely talked to him. Yes, it is. You can look it up. And it is more used.
He barely just had talked to him.
Yes. Like, meaning, like, literally just a second ago or whatever. He just.
Yeah, he had just barely talked to him. Oh, that's not how it read.
And I told Lewis, I said, I don't think many Americans would read it that way because we don't really use that word that way. It is proper. But I think that's where
we would say, like, he had just talked to them. Or,
yeah, so, like, he didn't really get any.
Is that really what happened?
Yeah. Yeah, because Lewis knew that Eli had talked to everybody.
Oh,
he knew that.
Okay.
But he didn't really get any information about it because it had, like, he talked to Ian, and then I think the conversation actually happened afterwards, and it's like it just happened. We don't have anything yet. That's kind of what he meant, and it turned into like that. Yeah. And that's why, like, Lewis has made some comments about Eli not really deciphering or whatever, like not understanding some of the tweets that he's responded to. And it sucks because it got so out of hand, and there's a lot of people
I guess you
really
could say,
being
like,
very negative.
I just barely talked to him.
Yeah. There's a lot of people though that are really like pushing back against Lewis, and I don't like it, man, because well, for one's Lewis, my buddy, but he's so good at what he does. And if you don't like what Lewis does, or if you don't like what I do, like the voicemail on Pulp the other night, it's really easy to not listen to his post-race stuff.
We're not for everybody.
It's really easy to turn it off. If you don't like the way you think that Lewis is talking to Kellen on LVK, let's say, don't listen to LVK.
Go to Swap.
If you
go to us.
If somebody doesn't like how I talk to you, Scotty, you don't have to listen to the show.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
I mean, you could be nicer, but I get it.
But this is who I am. So
I know.
If you don't like it, don't listen.
Yeah, it's crazy though. It's like you're
not forced to listen to. You don't have to comment on it.
But so for us, it's like if you could think that we or Lewis or anybody shouldn't have this platform or shouldn't be able to do anything or shouldn't be able to talk and all that stuff. You can think that you can be so strong of that your dislike towards us that you think that, but at the same time, I've seen it firsthand. We've seen it on our emails and stuff. People have come up to us and say, we like what you guys are doing. The sponsors say, we like what you guys are doing.
Well, they say they like what I'm doing. They tell me all the time they don't like you, but I don't tell you that.
Okay, that's fair.
It's a joke, guys. It's a joke.
Yeah, maybe this is why they don't like what. Anyways,
could be. But if they don't like me, they don't have to watch.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have to watch.
Like the guy that called in the Pulp, I bet he doesn't listen to our show.
My point is that
you like it.
There's plenty. It's just you may be the voice saying that you don't like us, and there might be multiple of them, but there's just as many, if not more, the people that say, "Dude, keep going. We appreciate it." I saw probably a baker's dozen time this weekend.
Keep going, man.
Baker's dozen time this weekend. People came up, either people in the industry appreciated what you were doing, or fans like, "Dark, keep up the stuff."
Dude, I did the phone call. Hey,
you called the guy's son.
A listener was like, "Will you please let me talk to my kid?" I was, his adult son. I was like, "Yeah, man." But anyway, the point is, I think the point's understood.
Don't like it, leave.
Like Lewis and Kellen are buddies. They're friends, right? Lewis, like me, when I kind of talk shit on you or talk shit on TJ or talk shit on
we do it all.
That's what I do with my friends because I like you. Lewis, as they say, I guess it's like taking a piss. Like you're messing with people, right? In at the same time, I don't want to listen. I don't know why we're getting into this stuff. I didn't mean to get to this point, but like with LVK, there's people that also are pushing back on Lewis. I don't want to listen to another review show. I don't want to listen to them agree on everything. What's the point? I want to hear them argue and debate. That's where it's good.
This has been said before, but the show is called Lewis versus Kellen.
Yes.
It's a debate forum.
Like, honestly, I told him today, if you actually agreed on a topic, you should still debate the opposite sides. Like it's debate in high school.
That's the show.
It's entertaining.
And that's the show.
And I don't know. I don't like when people are negative to, I guess it's more Lewis because he's my buddy, but he's so good at what he does. I just really enjoy his content. And again, if you don't, then don't listen. I still don't like. Okay, let's go back to me. The guy. Have you got to the voicemails and pulp? Did you listen to the whole thing?
No, I guess
Okay.
I'll probably hit that
So a
on the way
guy
home.
called in. He was like, Steve, you need to like clippy, dark side. Basically, he sucks. I don't know why you keep doing things for him. And I think he mentioned Lewis too, but maybe that was a different call. But it's like, okay, 8 years ago when I started this, fair. Wasn't good at it. The show wasn't very good. I was still learning. Probably I was pretty annoying. Maybe I still am annoying, but this show has come a long freaking way.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good.
Like, you like the sport, but you don't like Jeremy McGrath? Like,
Right, yeah,
then you don't like the sport, bud. Like, I hate to break it to you.
Like, okay, I'm curious that guy in particular, what don't you like about him?
He probably even listens to our show, to be honest with you.
And that gets cool. If you don't like me, fine. It hurt my feelings a little bit. I'm a human being, but it's cool. I understand I'm not for everybody, or nobody's for everybody.
Right.
But why call Steve in to Steve and say, like, clip this dude? Like, what am I doing that's so... I'm curious what I do that God understands.
That's so strong that you think that Steve should stop being your friend.
Yeah. Well, he didn't... I don't think he said stop being my friend, but basically he didn't want me on the show, I think. I don't know. I don't know. He didn't say specifically.
Yeah.
He just said clippy, dark. He sucks,
yeah,
basically.
that's why I don't...
Why do people have to be like that?
I don't focus on that stuff.
There's a lot of stuff I don't like. I mean, I don't know. Pick a rant. There's a...
No, I should have kept a list, but yeah,
I told you to.
There's a couple of things that are like you don't like a lot of things.
Yeah, that's
you
fair.
were trying though. You were trying. There was a couple of times your patience was tested. I forgot where we were in the. I think we were in the
Waffle House.
No, but we were.
Cash register.
Yeah, but we were impressed. We were in the press box, and I forgot what me, you, and Lewis were talking about.
All the
but
people down at taking our food.
But you were looking at your. You just kept looking at your.
I think it
arm.
was all the people taking our food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looking at the arm.
Because there's food specific for press.
Not after about an hour into the race. There
300
wasn't
people in there and kids going through our food. And I think that's what I was doing that
not
time.
even like asking, like not even they didn't hesitate.
No. But look, Feld, whoever it was, I don't know, Stadium sold those VIP seats, right? So if you buy a VIP package and you go into the press box for VIPs and you see all this food, you're probably like, oh yeah, that's for everybody. There was no sign there that said it wasn't
usually
for
do.
them.
They should.
Yes.
They should have.
If
had
they
one.
know other people are going to be in there, there usually is a
It
sign.
is funny though, because I even mentioned I was like, I'm surprised, like, because I didn't really eat any of that stuff. It didn't really bother me any.
Yeah. I was disappointed in all the water being gone because I wanted.
Well, the water was a disappointment, but it was funny. Like, I was like, I told you at one point, I was like, well, I'm surprised like Lewis or Steve don't go put a sign on there for media only, and then I was thinking, like, no. They just want to complain about it later.
Yeah.
They don't want to actually get up and have to do it. They should. I mean, honestly, they shouldn't have to. That should be a thing. But there was definitely a lot of people in the VIP.
The Waffle House thing, though, the register. Like, I even asked you. I said, like, is it okay if I'm starting to get a little frustrated? And you're like, yeah. That was a long time, man, waiting at that register, and
it was probably 3 minutes.
No way.
3
You
minutes.
think so? Okay, it felt like
three
an
to
eternity.
From when we went and stood up there till we walked out the door, 5 minutes. I mean, that's a long time just standing there.
With them just walking by. Yeah.
But I mean, she could have said, "I'll be right there." She should have done that.
And that's what I always say.
But
right?
when she came up, she was friendly. She was friendly the whole time.
And I instantly was like, fine.
It's cool.
Yep.
If she had just said that 1 second.
Yep. And isn't that what I kind of always say?
Mm-hmm.
If you acknowledge the disturbance, I'm probably be like, yeah, no problem. If you don't acknowledge it, it definitely gets under my skin.
Yeah.
Any other things that stand out? Because I do feel like there was another one where I was like, you were laughing. There was a couple times you laughed at me because you knew I was starting to steam.
There was a few times.
I hear you over there giggle, and I'm like,
here we go.
I'm trying, man.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's funny. Just watch. You're fun to people watch, man.
At
Waffle
House, I was like, we're about to walk out without paying.
Yeah,
and I think you even
said
it's okay.
I was like, I guess it's free today. I think that's what I said.
Yeah, but I think you even said that's
like I wouldn't like kind of expected almost at that point. Another one was it was when we went out to the different bars and stuff on Thursday night, watching this stuff. It was funny watching you like try to have fun.
Oh, it's me picking apart the bands.
You're like, you can't just like, oh, it's cool, live music. You just had to, you were like doing stuff, or like someone bump into you.
I don't think I remember anybody bumping.
Or so, I don't know, man. Like you just, it's a challenge for you to like.
I'm picking apart the musicians.
Yeah, I mean, and that's your thing. That's fine.
And I was, okay. So there's these songs, right? They're playing, and these guitar players are playing these solos. Like Purple Rain. We heard a band that I thought sucked play Purple Rain.
Yeah.
And the guitar player barely played the solo. Like it was
okay.
It was okay. And the older crowd that was there, like I'm 50, these guys were 60 plus, were like, they'd never seen anybody play. Like they'd never been to a concert. This was the greatest thing they'd ever heard. This was Jimi Hendrix.
They were drunk. They were drunk. They were
like, they sucks,
They were
dude.
way more intoxicated than you were.
Yeah, because
my only point to that is, how much did you pay to see them?
$0.00.
Okay,
yeah, you're right.
Were you entertained?
Okay. Before we went to the pole shot challenge, we ate at this place, and there was like 2 country dudes playing.
Yeah, you did. You gave him his credit.
And I gave the dude a credit. I was like, I'm not a country fan, but your voice has some soul. I was impressed, right?
And it probably means more than him.
And I think I even said, this might sound, I don't remember how I said it, like a negative, because I don't like country, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I like that. That was awesome. Like, you're a good singer. That I was impressed by that. Now, the other guy that was with him, I didn't like at all.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I kept it to myself. But I had a good time, but I was definitely judging every musician. And,
I was actually very surprised at how good the food.
That's not even fair. I can't play a note.
Yeah. The food at that, I wasn't expecting the food at the Post Malone bar to be a Posties to be.
Yeah, that was good. I got the hot chicken sandwich. And you got pasta?
No, I got a barbecue chicken pizza.
Did you get pasta somewhere else? Maybe.
Oh, at Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. Okay.
I just got a chicken parm.
Yeah. We had a good time though, man.
Yeah, it was a good trip.
I even told you I had fun with you, man. That was a good time.
You did?
Yeah, I said that was a good time. You were like, really? You don't remember that? Maybe I made it up.
Maybe after I said it.
No, I feel like I told you like when you were leaving. Like I said, man, I had a good time. It was.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. Did I leave any trash in the truck?
Not that I saw. Yeah, not that I saw.
We're good.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this thing up. You
all right,
ready to go?
Yep, I'm ready to go to the house.
Dinner. First things first, thanks to our listeners. If you're still here and you're enjoying this, you're in chat, you're listening post, thank you. Honestly, I say it here and there. The fact that people listen to the show means more than you know to me, man. It really does. We put a lot of work into this, and just having you guys listen and like it, and I guess even if you don't, I appreciate you listening. So thank you. I want to thank Yamaha Motor USA and Race Tech for supporting the show as the title sponsors. And I want to thank Guts Racing, X Brand, T-Bolt USA, Renthal, Cherubies, Grill Your Ass Off, FXR, ETS Racing Fuels. Don't forget about Brunt Workwear. If you need work boots, work clothes, Darkside MX-10 will save. They're not honest. They're not actually a real sponsor. They hooked me up with some boots. I feel like we should give back. They gave us a discount code. They're very good work boots. I have composite-toed lace-up boots, but they have all styles. If you're a working guy, want to try out something new, try that code, man. They're good stuff. Thanks to Jeremy McGrath and Devin Simonson. Anything else?
Appreciate you guys.
Yep. All right, we're out.
Check out the website.
We'll be back next week. MotoXpod.com. We'll be back. Why'd that not play?
It does now.
There it is.